They don't give a fuck about. It's not that they don't give a fuck about the past. They don't give a fuck about these stories that it drills into people's heads
Hey, if you're
every
on YouTube,
single
we are live
day.
now on YouTube, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, so
Oh,
we are officially live on YouTube. Hey, what's up, everybody on YouTube? Cross the board X, everybody, what's up? We're still live on those other platforms, but we are live now on YouTube. We're gonna talk about SmackDown's Go Home show. We're gonna talk about wrestling, life, you name it. We're gonna be here for a minute. We were just talking on other platforms about the Knicks and the Gurmudgets and the shitty New York sports journalism shit
media.
and the fake, and everybody's calling him a fake Knicks fan, Stephen A. Smith. So, I said
Yeah.
it. A lot of
So
people are calling him fake. So there you go. And everybody's calling him a fake Knicks. There you
so
go.
yeah. So yeah. So so continuing on with it, I was saying, like I was saying on the other platforms, you got a bunch of you got like I said on and we on live on YouTube. So we have a bunch of grumudgets out there, grumudget Knicks fans that talk about the past and can't look further, it can't look into the future, into the here and now. That all of those things that everybody has been through in the past makes you stronger in the present and makes you stronger moving forward. Yeah, we've been through a lot of playoff despair and disappointments, but guess what? We are here, 4 wins away, and we got it, and we got it, and we have a individual, nice, very evil individual by the name of Danhausen, who is with us.
I knew you were gonna bring that up too.
Danhausen's with us, and I don't want anybody to talk about, oh, this is all for show, and the Knicks is, yeah, we rock with
Look,
Danhausen
I
now.
will say this. Danhausen is all for show for WWE. He's making their money. I don't care who tells me different.
Yeah,
They're running that
but
guy. I feel so bad for him. They're running him into the ground. They have nothing. I'm sorry.
they
I'm gonna
have
go to. I am
nothing.
gonna be savage mode for a second.
Go ahead, Savage, go
WWE.
ahead.
I'm gonna be savage. We're also live on X as well. I'm just gonna be honest with each and every one of you. I'm gonna take the band-aid off. WWE, man. I'm gonna be real with a lot of you, and I'm gonna say it real as real could be. WWE right now, man, they're getting real desperate on a lot of things. They're over pushing things. And Jacob Fatu is now fucking hurt. Wrestlers are
Yes,
falling apart by the day. And guess what, WWE? You got rid of the farm. And when you get rid of your farm system and your talent, you're panicking. That's why you're bringing back Brock Lesnar. That's why you're bringing back a lot of your talent, because you got rid of you got talent. You got rid of A+ talent that didn't need to.
yeah. And the fact that you're going to get rid of more talent coming up.
And
So
then
let's,
and then on top of that, right? On top of that, I did see the Cody Rhodes promo. Yes, he did kind of destroy Gunther, but at the same time, Gunther got him at the end of that. So yeah,
yeah,
I've said that before.
yeah.
I don't want to seem
Um,
I don't want to seem like an asshole, but WWE just, to me, as a whole. And by the way, I want to make this clear. I am not on the train like everybody else is about, oh, I just started watching AEW. It's so great. So I'm just going to give all positive reviews towards AEW. 10s out of 10s for AEW. No, fuck that.
no, no, no. We are going to break that down too, please.
By the way, I had a chance to see uh Mrs. Blandy fucking heel, fucking
Oh, yeah.
bland. She went
Fucking
live and I
bland
went,
as
"Holy
shit.
shit, that's bland." Whoa, where's
Uh
your
oh.
substance?
Oh, oh.
Where is the substance on that shit? Bro, if you're doing a wrestling review, come on, for the love that's holy. I'm sorry, I was losing my shit. I'm like, am I listening to AI, or is this a real human being? Which one is it? Because I want to know. I want to get an understanding. And for the people that are sitting in her chat, no fucking shit, that are sitting back and praising this shit, you got to be on a whole different level of copium.
Oh,
These gamudgets, I want to understand. You go and you
yes.
get debated on this bullshit on the internet. No fucking shit. You're getting debated. It's like The Rock turning around and said, "Sit down, bitch." That's what this is right here, right now. That shit is fucking wild as shit. People are sitting and listening
Oh
to
shit!
literally a mannequin that talks. Bro, I should just
Damn.
sit here and take a picture of my face and just put it in the fucking middle of the screen and go, "Hey guys, what's up, guys? My name is Wraith. I'm here to give you a review of AEW Dynamite. It's 10 out of 10. It's great. Everything is great in the world. Tony Khan knows what he's doing, guys." That's how it comes off, and that's how it fucking sounds.
And you
And
know what I would have said to you? And you know what I would have said? Bullshit. Bullshit. Come harder. You know you can come harder with that.
Bro, it's that generic. It's like you got the B brand and you got the A brand, and then I'm watching. Then get this one. Then I'm watching poor Kevin Nash fucking talk out of his ass on
Uh oh.
YouTube, and it blows my mind.
Oh no! What is he said? What? Whoa! 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 What did I miss out of Kev?
He called Stevie Richards and a whole bunch of beneath him, or like beneath like these
Oh
channels,
shit!
Maven and all that,
Oh shit!
beneath, and then he took the video down. It was very cryptic. It was very weird. He took it down after he did it. Then you have Ric
Uh
Flair.
huh.
Get Ric Flair. This man is so senile. He's turning around now. If you say woo or you say anything on any type of channels or anything like that, or even the big names, he'll throw a DMCA at you. He's
Oh.
making it known that he he trademarked woo. And then he said he's
Oh.
going after
Well.
anybody upon anybody.
Well,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah. That's the new thing.
Uh, well, that listen. That means you can't say Charlotte Flair woo anymore, neither.
I don't know.
Cause they put.
All I know this whole build up right now, it's all over the place. Same with AAA right now. It's all over the place.
Yeah, Triple H.
WWE WWE is just all over the place with everything right now. It's
Listen,
like I
at
don't
least with
understand
Triple,
it.
and there's one, but see with Triple A with one match. That's what I'm concerned about. And Noche later on is Noche de los Grandes, and that's Mask versus Mask. I'm interested in that. Other than that,
I think personally the way WWE they have a track record of people with jailed or substance abuse. I just feel that Gable's gonna win that because that's WWE's way of punishing somebody. They're gonna punish. They're gonna punish. I just have this
but the
feeling
problem,
Kaiser's gonna get
but the
punished.
problem, but the problem is he was there protecting his girlfriend.
I get
This
that.
is the
I get that,
this
but
is the
that's the same situation with Enzo Amore, though. See, the thing about Enzo Amore, he was wrongfully accused of shit and still has never been the same. Now he's back in WWE.
see the Enzo thing. He didn't touch it. Maybe they found out he didn't touch the girl, but with the
Well,
Kaiser
in open
situation,
court, he was vindicated of everything. He was
yeah,
basically justified that he didn't do anything wrong, any wrongdoing.
no, but the Kaiser situation is you target him because you're trying to target his girlfriend who happens to be Mexican.
I agree. I
Oh,
agree with you. I am with you on this, but I'm just saying the way WWE sees things like that, it
yeah,
usually doesn't
yeah.
fly.
No. I'm
I
saying,
think
no, I'm
he's
saying
gonna get a
like,
fuck. It's a fuck situation all around, in my opinion.
yeah.
I just think
But
he's
I'm
gonna
saying
get punished.
but I was saying that the whole scenario of what was happening, but in WWE terms on how they have a history of punishing folks for quote unquote battery and domestic violence
Yeah,
in the case may be.
WWE just runs into things without letting it fully see through. You know what I mean? They've always
Yeah,
been that way. And then you got these stupid. I know I'm going back and forth between things, but then you have the stupid fans out there, man. Like, for instance, Chris Statlander. I want to talk about this one because this one drew me nuts. How in the fuck is Chris Statlander pissed off at AEW when she's like one of their highest talents right now? They cooled her off. They cooled her off for a reason. She's been multi-champion for a while, and they've been signing major talent. You can't sign
yeah,
Tekla to so much fucking money and not have her be champion. That would just be a
true.
travesty in itself. You don't go after, for instance, I'll put it in perspective. It would be like uh, Matthew Stafford signing with somebody else, hypothetically. you cannot put him on the bench. He has to be a starter.
He has
Unless
to be a
something
starter.
dramatically. Like you can't
True.
sign Thekla to a major maybe 5-year deal worth lots of money, Tony Storm money, and you can't have her not be your centerpiece. That
Of
would be
course.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, they're just they're cooling her off to where okay, she's gonna figure things out. The whole
Well, now
occurrence,
you have
the whole,
Now you have the TBS championship up for grabs. So
and this is where Camille
the
comes
story.
back, and this
They played the story for you.
and yes, which means Camille's coming back into the fold to challenge to be in that whatever tournament they have for the TBS title.
You think it's going to be Camille? I think it's Monet because Monet just teased a whole big thing on Instagram that she's like looking eyes and saying that she's like you never know, and she
Listen,
then a smiling face.
listen, Monet already had the TBS title. She needs to get
Well, I'm talking about the Owen
right
that vindicated that wild card that they got going on. You think it's going to be
now.
Camille showing back up in the building?
No. I said Camille is going to challenge for the TBS title
That would be the right
because
move, I think.
remember,
But also, they set you up with
bingo.
Sheeta and Chris Statlander, though. That I don't think that
Yes.
feud's far from over.
No. That they already set you up with that. Now with the tournament, whatever they're gonna set up for the tournament for the TBS title, Camille has to be in it.
And I also want to say this too to a lot of people that watch this and a lot of people that sit back. I want people to understand this as a person that reviews wrestling. It makes no sense to me that these gurmudgets that are on Facebook and Reddit and above and beyond are sitting back, right? Sitting back and moaning and groaning over Chris Statlander when we haven't gotten any confirmation from any groups.
No,
We
we
really
haven't.
haven't.
So
So,
why are y'all complaining about Christian Lander being quote unquote upset about it? Your fake news bullshit artists.
well, to me, it's
You
like
better
she
cool it
asked for her
down.
release. Wouldn't that come from like Sean Ross Sapp or PWI or
Yeah,
PW Torch, like the
yeah,
real sources? I'm getting really tired of
of
like these
course.
Sean's View places on Facebook. Look, that would be like me calling my own opinion realistic or real, and you should take me as a news source. No, absolutely you shouldn't. I'm just one man on the internet
No,
that gives his opinion. So
no. Yeah, so listen, that whole Christian Lander situation, that's gonna get settled because you have a lot of right now. You have a lot of moving parts inside of AEW, and 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 you know what? The moving parts are very good. It's very good
well,
because
as
it
I said
keeps.
in my review, and I know a lot of people didn't want to hear that from me, I just feel like Tony Khan feels like he's number one right now and untouchable. And I just feel like they're doing way too much.
Yeah, it's right now. You shouldn't be feeling like that. It should be, you know what? Okay, we are like tops at the moment, so let's keep on doing the things that makes us the top. The top promotion at this in the here and now
And
and
and, and,
moving
and I'm gonna
forward.
I'm gonna take this hot take here on this video, and when people watch this back, I'm gonna take a hot take. I feel like they're fumbling the bag right now with Tommaso Ciampa. I'm already telling this now. I feel like why did you have him on Wednesday? And I didn't say that in my review. Why the fuck do you have him going after Chris Jericho when this man should be in the top of your card fighting for your top titles?
That's true.
There
That's
is
true.
it makes
I
absolutely no
I was
Tony TK. You are fumbling in the bag with Tommaso Ciampa. I get
I
that
was
he's
a
get.
little bit
Go ahead.
I was a little bit confused myself with it too. I said, why the fuck is Champa supposed to is feuded gonna start a feud with Jericho? I mean, this guy, you signed him to good money, so he's supposed to be challenging for an international title, a national title, perhaps, regaining perhaps regaining back the TNT title, the Continental, and the AEW World title, not feuding with Chris Jericho.
See, this is things that I've been saying for a minute. This is the things that AEW does that I turn around and go, you can't say their product is perfect when they make mistakes like that. Tommaso Ciampa should be feuding with MJF. There needs to be that. Remember when he kissed him on the head and he walked by? They need to continue that. But the problem is they turned Tommaso Ciampa heel. And to me, if you're going to have him with Stothy Hathaway and all that, and you made it that way, it just feels like Tommaso Ciampa's not like there's some missteps. There's some missteps there with what's going on with him.
Mhm.
And I feel
Because
like he should be a face
uh,
and
right now, right now, you have heels as champions. Mark Davis, heel, he's
yep,
your AEW National Champion.
absolutely.
MJF, heel, he is now your AEW World Champion. Uh,
Kevin
Kevin
Knight.
Knight now heel, he's your
Kevin Knight
TNT
makes no sense
champion.
to me. To me, I just don't get it.
Okay. Oh, you know what? We'll get to the Kevin Knight situation with that one. Um,
And to me, like
Mon-
why? Oh, to me, Speedball. I'm gonna go there. That's another one. That's another name. And
yeah,
I'm sorry, TK. I'm sorry. I don't know who's writing for Speedball, but that guy should not be going after a TNT championship right off the rip. It needs to be rememberable. And to me, if you're gonna have
no,
Kevin Knight and Speedball, it needs to be a blood feud between each other. Like they need to be killers, not on TV. I'm sorry. I don't know why we're doing it on TV. This should be a pay-per-view match. This should be like an
you got
all-in type deal
or 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 the
or
new one
redemption.
that redemption. Matter of fact, you know something, and here is where I could see the book. I'm seeing the booking when I just saw redemption. Where's redemption going to take place?
In Toronto, I think, or yeah, in
Nope,
Canada.
not Canada, but where?
I have no idea. I just know it's in Canada.
Mo- Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And
That
who is from Montreal, Quebec, Canada? Speedball Mike Bailey.
right. Here's another thing. Here's another thing with Tony Khan that I want to talk about that I think doesn't get talked about enough, in my personal humble opinion. Why is it Tony Khan feels the need to give the home talent or the home person the title belts? I wish he would do what Vince would do, is have the like every once in a while have like the home lose, the home person lose. Instead of just giving the belt and having them have this big send off like an Eddie Guerrero type deal. I'm kind of over that.
Yeah.
I would rather see him like let somebody lose in their home territory and cry and have that moment, to me. I think it would be better for business instead of just. I feel Tony Khan tries to give too much fan service sometimes. I think sometimes he
So
should go. Sometimes he should do the shock and awe thing. Sometimes, and I felt that. And by the way, if you think I'm a hater of AEW, you think I'm a hater. No, I'm just I'm complaining because I feel Wednesday they're going 10 steps forward, and I feel like they're trying so hard. They're trying to every which way. You don't need, and Tony Khan is starting to do this now, where he says one thing: we're not trying to compete with WWE, but then the next minute, oh, wink, wink, cough, cough, we're gonna do something in April. We're gonna take those guys to the task, and it's like, weren't you the guy that just,
no,
weren't you the guy that just said that you wanted to carve your own path and you're not worried about WWE, but you're worried about it now? Make that make sense to
somebody got to
me.
pull him back. Mick Foley's
Like
gonna have to pull. This is why you get a
somebody's
Mick
gonna
Foley
have
to
to,
pull him back.
because I don't understand Tony Khan's logic half of the time. Tony Khan's logic sometimes is wild. Like he'll say, we're trying to stay out of the way of WWE. We're going to be modest. Okay. The next minute in an interview in the media scrum, oh, well, stay tuned for April because we may be doing something to please the wrestling fan and that other company that's
And get
taking blah, blah, blah money. And like, oh,
and
maybe you should have
somebody
said,
and somebody and we know the top podcasters and streamers were cheering that on, and you know who they are.
well,
JD from NY206, Coachman, Bully
well, it's a
Ray,
big, it's a big payday for
Dave
all those people.
LaGreca,
That's why. They're
Who else?
pushing
Vince
for this.
Russo.
They're pushing for this idea because they get paid big money. That's why when
Yeah,
WWE's pulling out to
and
go to
right now,
Saudi, it hurts everybody here in the
yes,
States.
of course,
Well, it's like
of course.
the Orange Man buying stock today, like that. You were. I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go right into politics. I'm gonna just go for it. It's insider trading, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. We're watching it in live time. That corruption is real. Insider trading. Meanwhile, I'm gonna say this out loud on this show, and then Smooth, get ready for this one. Meanwhile,
Go ahead.
people are having to jump over a hurdle to have fucking a food card. Meanwhile, this man is dumping money into so much shit. Why did you take your own money? In fact, my dude, how about the
True.
fact you put it into people that are actually going hungry at night instead of
True.
fucking putting it into your own projects?
And he was
That
talking
pissed
about
me
all
off
of
this
that.
morning. That pissed me
Yeah,
off.
no, I mean, listen, we knew about insider trading with with the president for a while, for a long time now with him.
And now it's
Now
becoming
it's
apparent.
coming
Now
out.
it's becoming like it's just happening on the regular, and it's disgusting
Yeah,
to me.
you got insider trading with the stocks. You got manipulation with the markets with oil and gold and the food. Meanwhile, hey, can we just give a little bit of money to those that are struggling? No, everybody got to get back to work. In order for you to keep your little benefits, you got to go through
You
your
know
little.
what the joke of that is, right? You know the joke of that all is, right? Real talk.
Uh,
Most
let's talk.
people, most people, all they gotta do is go get a side hustle.
That's it.
A little side hustle, get it paid a little bit, and you can consider that a job. There's loopholes in that, and I was telling you that on text message. There is loopholes on that,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and people are not realizing like. And I love how like he's making all these like loopholes you have to go through, and it's like, bro, most people are working, they need that, and you're telling me that you got to cut off, you're gonna cause pandemonium, and that's what's happening. Look over here
Yeah.
now, look over there, and I'm over
Yep.
this shit. Like, people need to start holding him to the task of like, hey, look, people are going hungry. Why are we focusing on wars? Why are we doing this shit? Like, fucking, literally, no fucking joke. Fucking worry about the people that are going hungry. Like, I'm getting real like
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I said no when November comes, you're gonna find out where people are. And I think a lot of people, the paradigm's gonna shift and the days of look over here and look over there is going away. This is what happened last time.
Right.
In fact, this
Right
is what
now
happened last time.
and it's happening right now as we speak in the primary in the whole primaries. They're not voting for quote unquote pro MAGA folks anymore.
No.
There's folks that in the MAGA, there's folks that's in the MAGA camp that has been there since 2015, and they left. I was watching a woman that said, "I've been with the MAGA with the MAGA contingent since 2015, and I voted Democrat for the first time in my life." You're gonna have those stories. You're gonna have many stories like that because people are sick and tired of what's going on. They're looking at their they're looking at the receipts and seeing that the
Well,
the
okay, so
item that they're
I'll
buying.
go harder than you on this one. So what they're doing is
Hmm.
they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and what they did was they got totally fucked over. They thought the
That's what it
grass was
is.
greener on the side. They got massively manipulated into believing that they were so called gonna get this, that, and the third. And I even knew this because that's the drift, that's the grift that he pulls. And now all those people that turned around and went, yeah, this is so great. You're getting fucked over now.
They're
You're
getting
getting
fucked
fucked
over.
in
Not
lifetime, and I don't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry to say that on
and
this show. I don't feel sorry.
there's and folks, there was a poll that was taken
Oh, and I'm going to
in
say one more
regards
other
to
thing. I'm going
black.
to interrupt you real quick. If we're going to say Sleepy Joe Biden, then we need to say Sleepy Orange Man all day long. I'm tired of
Sleepy Orange Man.
I'm tired. A spade is a spade, a ball's a ball, a strike's a strike.
Yes.
We need to call it for what it fucking is. And I'm tired of we sweep this shit under the rug. You did not give Biden that opportunity to sweep it under the rug, and I think we need to start holding him to the same standard. Just saying.
True.
I'm
True. And
sorry.
I
We need to start calling out the bullshit for what it is. And
no,
I'm grateful the
but the
slush fund. I'm grateful the slush fund is blocked. I'm grateful the Kennedy Center, they're telling him to take the name down off of it. And I'm grateful
yes.
that now people are saying you can't spray paint this, you can't do that. I'm grateful it's happening. It couldn't happen at a better time. And I'm
Better
also going to
time.
say the show that he had this festival, all of them are pulling out to go over to the Tom Morello / Bruce Springsteen special on the other side. Why? Because people are just sick and tired. They don't want to be part of the bullshit.
I can say no, 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 no. And like I was saying with it right now, it's 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 I'm gonna just rip the damn band-aid off. Why not? We all know who runs the damn world with this, including the United States government. He's not really running it. He's just taking orders to do what is necessary according to his paymasters. And there's no way and there's no way in hell
Oh,
anybody could
no
tell you
joke.
that.
You're not wrong. It's the same as 2016 all over
Yeah,
again. He had people running the roost
there's
for
a,
him.
yeah, and then oh, cease and desist letters coming up for exposing him. Hey, what? Oh, so you was talking to quote unquote Epstein, but you really wasn't talking to Epstein? Make that make sense. And you're getting exposed for the simple fact that you told everybody, oh,
Well, the
Epstein,
reason
who?
the reason he's getting exposed the way he is because he promised all these people a large payday. They're not even getting it. So what's happening is those people are
No.
turning. When you're not like, what people don't realize in Lifetime, he made all these promises to all these people that if you back me, I'm gonna give it to you. And guess what? He's reaping and his family's reaping, and the people that went yay 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 are not getting it. Now they're turning around going, fuck all that. You're seeing it in
Yeah.
Lifetime with podcasters like Joe Rogan. You're seeing it in Lifetime. People that thought backing. And you know the sad part to me, and I get why he did what he did, Mark Cuban, but at the same fucking time, I'm like, Mark, man, it's kind of a dumb move what you just did. It's gonna come back to haunt you
Yeah.
eventually. I was like, are you?
Oh,
I get what he's trying to do. I understand. I get he's a businessman. He's trying, but when you see him up there and he looks out of place, it's like this is gonna come to haunt you later on down the road, bro. Like I'm sorry to tell you this. You
yeah.
don't look good.
And then and then
And I know we're
and
going
then
into
too, he's
politics.
gonna
Like I apologize, but
listen.
this is the world we
And
live
he's
in.
gonna listen. And he's reaping what he's sowing with what he did to Tucker Carlson, and especially with Candace Owens. He's reaping what he's
Oh,
sowing with that.
all the people that he made promises to that would get all these beautiful money. He would set them up for
Yeah.
life. It's
Mm-hmm.
And now we're finding out, why are you in the hospital all the time? Why are you sitting down? Like
That's
it's
true.
it's coming down. It's like, bro, there is something wrong with him mentally. That you know, and why,
Physically.
and also too physically. You know, we got to talk about it. Like, dude, the dude is literally sleeping for 15 minutes while somebody's interviewing, or while he's sitting there.
Yes. But he doesn't
So,
take listen, he doesn't take care of himself. He's all into the all junk food and fast food, McDonald's. Listen, and I want to sit there and tell you this. We don't mind you eating fast food, but it
oh,
doesn't have to be all the
by the
damn
way,
time.
stop with the whole we got to go after everybody. Who's paying for that? We are. Stop going after
We
people because
are.
you are losing. And now it's starting to backfire because our former president is now suing. Oh, and a lot of people are joining him on this movement. And it's like,
Obama.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And it's sad. It's like it didn't need to be.
Obama soon.
Just do your job. Do your job. Put people
But he
happy.
could
Make them happy. All you have to fucking do. I don't think he really gives a shit, but all you have to do is just make people happy. Make gas
listen, I
better.
knew
Put food in people's stomachs. Make these prices go down. Make the electronic prices go down.
Trump
That's
is
all
showing you
everybody's
who
asking for.
Trump is showing you who he really is. And he's been like that. He's been like that for a long time. Even with me being born and raised in the New York City area, Brooklyn, we knew about Trump. If you knew about Trump as a baby growing up, when you used to hear your mother talk about, oh, Trump is on TV, he's talking about real estate investment, or he was going to New Orleans to support George H.W. Bush, or he was receiving awards from.
I'll be honest, and I've told people this before, and I've been on stream saying I've never liked him to begin with. He wasn't my first choice, wasn't. I will say this: I've thrown my vote away every time. I've told people this is what you're gonna get with him, and people don't listen to me. And I had a friend
Hmm.
online, a high school friend that we were friends forever and a day. Once this man became in power, like I'm this, that, and the third. I've watched people change and turn into these
Yeah,
weirdo people, and I'm like, yo, like it shouldn't be that deep with you like that. It shouldn't be. We should be getting along no
it,
matter what you believe in and how you
but
see it.
but then, so I have, like I said, I voted twice in my life for presidents, and that was twice. One time for John Kerry in 2004 and Obama in '08. That's it for me.
I'll be honest with you.
When I found
My
out,
first vote, ever was Obama. So I'll say that on stream. It was Obama. I voted for Kamala Harris. I will say that right on stream. I don't care.
yeah,
Judge me all you like.
but see,
But I voted for, and the
listen,
reason I voted for her is because I didn't want the other dude. I would have voted anyway.
I wouldn't. Mm-mm.
I
Don't
would.
listen. It was. It's like this. Now you gotta reap the either the benefits of the rewards or the despair
Well, it was like in
of what's fucking
2016. I didn't vote for Hillary either. I didn't vote for neither of them. I put on Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
I threw my vote
But see,
away,
Bernie,
but I threw my vote away, and the reasons why because I didn't like neither of them. Neither of them to me stacked up to the what I wanted, what I was looking for a candidate. To be honest with you.
no, no. I I told folks around here, just give him a little chance. Let's see. But when he started showing his true colors, and then now you go into foreign policy where you're killing a general for helping you out to take out a terrorist group, the same terrorist group that was giving you problems for close to, a decade and a half, and you killed the general of another nation.
Okay, so let
Yeah,
me keep this real with you. We had an agreement in place. Obama set everything up because his name was on
yeah,
it. He didn't want it.
2015.
He didn't want it. So he ripped it up and said fuck everything. And then
He
this is
ripped it,
where we're at right now.
and right now Iran says Iran came out
Well,
after that and said,
we
"You
came
want to
out in the
do it? Not a
last couple
problem."
of hours and we extended it 60 more days.
It, because right now, see,
And you know why that
they're
is,
gonna
right?
keep.
By the way, just to let you guys know, the reason why we're extending this shit the way we are, look who's behind the drones. Look at the companies that we have stock value in.
Bingo.
It's all a
They
ploy.
need
It's
to
all
get
a
more.
play.
They need to get more ammunition into the region for a full scale attack. That's all there is to it. There's no, ladies and gentlemen, there's no ceasefire. There's never going to be a peace deal with this. What they're
Not with
doing
not
is they
not
are
with him in not with him in place. No. You won't
no,
get that.
no, not even with the damn Democrat in place, because
You think
it's
so?
not
Okay.
them. No, no, because okay.
You
This
don't
all
think there's
started
ever going to
under
be a
the
peace? You don't think there's going to be a peace deal? You don't think there's going to be?
no,
I got you.
no, no, because the region, because the country in the region that does not want the peace is Israel. Everybody knows it. Let's
Oh
just
yeah, I could have told you
rip,
this. I could have told you this.
rip the. We're gonna rip it off because they've already come and said any peace deal that the United States and Iran wants to produce and have on the table, we will renege it. We will reject it at all costs. And Iran already came out this week and said, first shot from Israel on our land, and we will take you out within 24 to 48 hours, guaranteed.
Yeah, but same thing with the same thing with Israel. They've been going after everybody else like they think who the hell they think they are.
No, but see, Israel has to remember.
And you know the sad part of all that is, and this is just
Yeah,
me. I just wish that just as much as anything, I don't like wars. I don't like seeing that kind of shit. To be honest with you, I don't like seeing people go hungry. I don't like seeing people be devastated. That's my whole thing. I'm all about human rights, and that's just me as a
of
whole.
course.
I don't. I just wish, and I'm gonna say this in a good way. I just wish they would sanction the shit out of you. To be honest with you, rip that band-aid off and just go after him hardcore with sanctions and bleed him dry. because I'm getting tired of his shit, and he's acting like he has pull and strings and all this because we have a deal in place. I wish we would step up as in people and say enough's
Yeah.
enough with that shit and put him in his place for once. I'm
Listen,
just over it.
you're not the only one in the
And
world that has
this is
said
not
it.
about religion. It's more about somebody that just needs to be take back 10 steps and said
But
enough's
they're
enough.
using religion with.
And you know
Listen,
what? And
right now,
I will give credit to Obama and a lot of others that told him to fuck off. We did tell
and
him
you
to
saw
fuck
what they,
off many times.
but you also remember what they tried to do what he Netanyahu and the Israeli government tried to do to Obama after he told them to fuck off.
Yes, I remember. I remember
Okay,
that. I remember
so
that. I
so
remember that. And then also he
yeah,
got pushed back 10
mm-hmm.
steps once again. Obama did the right things with a lot of things when
Obama,
it came to that.
Obama, Obama. Listen, but see, Obama still signed that JCPOA. The problem is Israel got into Trump's ear and said, you're gonna rip that shit up because we don't want we don't want nuclear enrichment.
Of course. And there was a lot of money
Yeah, ripped
thrown
it up,
his way too, right? There was
ripped
a
it up,
lot of things in it and money in place. It's all
and then
corrupt.
it's come out through their newspapers, the Haaretz and the Israel Times and the Jerusalem Post, that Netanyahu had carte blanche conversations with the vice president while he was in Pakistan working on a deal with the Iranian contingent.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
like we
corrupt. Bottom line,
like
bottom
what
line,
you
I'll
were
wrap
saying.
this part of
Like what you
this show up like
go ahead.
this. It's all corrupt.
Hmm.
Anything going forward is it's corrupt. It's sad.
It's corruption. There
And
you go.
you know who gets fucked at the end of it? We all do. The
Yep.
people do.
Your
It's like when I'm hearing from you and I'm hearing from several other people. It's like, thank God I don't have to go through that shit like that. But there's a lot of people that are. And it's like,
yeah.
it's so stupid to me because, like, it puts stress on, it puts stress on the pantries out there. It puts stress on these organizations. It
Hmm.
doesn't benefit anybody. And that's
No,
my
but
problem.
for
It
me,
ruins.
and for me at least, I have a little, a side hustle myself, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
just,
to me, people shouldn't have to tap into their savings to make it happen.
no,
A lot of people should not be going hungry. People have kids, and I'm
no, and the
sorry, but
and
not every family's buying junk food. A lot of families are buying like we do with I'm on a food card, and we buy a lot
yeah,
of
food card,
vegetables and steak and things that healthy food. We're not buying
yeah,
bonbons and we're buying gummy bears as they're making it out to be. That's all bullshit. I'm sorry to
yeah,
say that.
because somebody looked at this, crunched the numbers out, and said, "Oh, he's buying junk food. Oh, this person's getting too much money,
What they're doing is
too much snap." Hmm.
they're cutting to find what they did was they're cutting funds from places that don't need to be cut. And
That's true.
stats came out today on education, and my state is in 25th. We are below. And to me, you're cutting like Linda McMahon is cutting programs and
New
not.
York, then New York. Listen, so that means New York is like kind of down there as well.
I was just blown away that Texas is higher than us, and a lot of other states are higher in the education system than us, and it was blew my mind. And it was like, wow, when did we become so fucking stupid? Wow. There was some major cities and major states like I saw. I'm like, wow, like just incredible. It was crazy, and it's like, wow. But I blame this on a lot of things. Like it's been going on since 2005. This is not something new. We should be doing
No.
something better. We took a lot of programs out. We took a lot of things that develop kids' brains, like auto shop
Hmm.
and wood shop and music
Oh
classes.
yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
And
Yep.
then you got RFK pounding his chest saying, "Oh, well, we need to get healthy in America." Well, it starts with the schools. Why didn't you put
It
healthier
starts with the
food?
schools.
Why didn't you put healthier food in place for the kids? Why didn't you also put recess back into place to where kids can
Duh.
sociate between each other? And stop
Man,
worrying
listen,
about what
remember,
phones are doing to the children. Worry about more about how about the kids actually have a way to sit around and
you
actually
say,
associate with themselves.
listen, we remember the after school programs where the kids used to get a lot of help, and and the parents didn't have to worry about it until they pick them up in the evening and they ask them, what you learned. The after school program teach them as well. You was
Well,
you were able to
here
communicate
here's
with
something
your
for
peers.
you. The newer generation doesn't even know
Hmm.
how to balance a checkbook properly,
That's true
and that's very scary as a whole. And these are people that are going to be taken
because
care of. These are people that the generation behind us are the ones that are going to be taking care of us. And I have no
that's
faith in
true.
that. I really have no faith in that.
Listen, I learned that from my financial advisor from the time I left college back in 2006. Balance out a checkbook? Oh yeah,
But getting
I did.
back into the wrestling stuff, like I said before, AEW. Look, at the end of the day, I just feel like they're like I said in my review, and I'm gonna stand by what I said. My co-host may see it differently, but I feel Tony Khan feels he's up here, and I'm starting to see AEW kind of lose sight of what they're trying to do a little bit. I see cracks. And you know me, I'm very realist when it comes to wrestling and I in the cracks.
Hmm.
And I just see AEW slipping a little bit. Like they think they have it won and it's like okay, great. Everybody came out and said Double or Nothing was the greatest pay-per-view on earth, right? Great. But
But you also, when you get those type of good reviews, you make things better. You top, you go to the top. You keep working hard. You keep working hard at it. You don't say, "Oh, I'm number one," and pound your chest. You don't need to do that. You got to keep
well,
on
my
working.
thing
This is a
is, why are
continual.
they not okay? My thing is, they should be a well-oiled
Hmm.
machine. And I'm going to tell you this one,
It
and you
should be.
probably didn't hear in my review what I said. Why the fuck are we putting Collision as the third hour? There should be no such thing as a collision. If you're doing coast to coast collision on a Saturday, then here's the deal. It should just be a 3 hour special Dynamite. Hey, Dynamite's a 3 hour special. Here it is. We're just gonna go 3 hours tonight. Why did collision have to
True.
be a thing? I thought that was so stupid. I'm like, Tony Khan, what are we thinking? Like, absolutely. And another thing, I'm gonna keep saying this. Thursday night collision should be a fucking thing. I'm sorry. Or better yet, make Collision a Ring of Honor thing and just call it Special Edition Ring of Honor on Thursday, whatever Collision or something. Because I'm telling you, you guys can have Thursday night to yourselves and be the only place in town majorly because you've already played TNA's fiddle already. They look stupid. They went against you and failed twice. The viewership shows you that one.
That's true.
And don't get me started with Carlos Silva. Carlos Silva and him on stage lately with fucking Dixie Carter should tell you everything. Should tell you everything
Tell
where
you.
TNA is going.
Why is she back?
Because she has a stake in
What? What?
TNA. She has a 2% stake in TNA. That's why.
So what? Go
And
away.
he's
Go,
been friend with her for a while. Carlos Silva.
but,
Carlos Silva needs to be fired at this point. He's ruining that product.
and
I'm
Dixie
sorry.
Carter needs to stay behind the scenes. Bye.
And here's my
Bye,
other thing
Dixie.
is you signed Damian Eicher or Eichner, Feber, Eichner,
Fabian, I
whatever.
no.
He is not a needle threader. And I'm going to call out fans for this. You said TNA was number 2 in the world, number 2 promotion in fucking in America. Don't you look stupid now? Carlos Silva made you look stupid. Don't get me started with that one.
Yeah.
And there's talks
Listen,
about bringing back
I'm
the
a,
6-sided ring again. You know they're getting desperate.
yeah. W. It's the whole WWE TKO apparatus, full
You
of
think so?
desperation.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just
This
think
is the
I just think Carlos Silva thinks that his promotion is
look at what
up there with
look at what the
WWE.
But look at what the hell they're doing with AAA as well. AAA was one of the top independent brands,
Okay,
independent
in
look,
fairness, I'm going to give okay, in fairness, I'm going to give grace to AAA because it's Undertaker's first year, right? And
okay,
I want to see what Undertaker does. I'll give him a year. I want to see what they do. I got to give it a chance because like I want to see what year 1 looks like and then let's dive into year 2, you know what I mean? Let's have that conversation in year 2. Like where are we at now? Where does it stand? Because right now I'm kind of liking AAA. At the current state of it,
okay.
I kind of like what they're doing. Like the mask versus mask, I get it why they're doing it. And I kind of get Undertaker's vision, right? It's different. He's doing I feel AAA, and I'm going to say this to be honest, I feel AAA is the best product from WWE to be honest with you in a weird way. I'm going to say that. I feel in my opinion that they're the best product right now. If you're me, if it's me, because I can't stand the bland products. NXT's becoming that
No.
way. Evolve's becoming that way. Raws and SmackDown are definitely becoming that way. Just so bland. It's like, are we like the products don't feel different. AAA does.
TNA, TNA. Ugh.
Well,
I haven't watched
TNA.
TNA since
Okay, in fairness,
January.
I had a chance to watch Thursdays, but then I turned around and I'm like, why are we still pushing Andrea Grace? She should be back in
Wait.
NXT.
Again?
They are pushing
Again?
her again because they're now having a match with her and Stacks versus her father and Indy Hartwell.
Uh, at least she's away from the Knockouts World Title. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Good call. I'll
because they
give
have
Carlos Silver that.
They have Brookside versus
Laying Lee.
yes.
Laying Lee. Listen. Good good call. Good call. What the hell was she doing with a Knockouts World Title? You have it.
Oh,
See.
it's all politics. It's the same as we've been saying about the corruption in America. It's corruption in
Yeah.
wrestling. Same shit.
Yeah. Hmm.
Santino's got it some pull. I guarantee he does, and he probably said, "Hey, put my daughter over." It's very very apparent.
And then eventually, listen, the ship has ran its course. Give it back to Lane Lee. Let her feud with Zaya Brookside
Oh, I have
while
to
she
put
have the
this disclaimer in this video or after the fact, guys. It's our opinion when it comes to politics. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to love it. We went into that category and somewhat religion. You don't have to believe everything. If you like what's going on in the world, more power to you. You know, like I said, we don't discriminate over anybody that likes what's going on or whatever you feel. We love everybody here. We can all agree to disagree on things. I have to put that disclaimer there before somebody watches this video back and goes, I mean, I'm like, look, everybody has a right to feel the way they feel. We feel a certain way. You feel a certain way. That's the glorious part of being an American or
and here's my
Canadian.
disclaimer. And here's my disclaimer on that too. The views and expressions of the following video posted are of Brave Realm TV and SmoothPana and not of anyone else. And if you feel as though that you can't handle it, don't listen. But
Exactly. There
if
you
you can
go.
feel as though you can, if you feel as though you can handle it, listen. Listen at your pleasure. Listen at your pleasure and your leisure while you drink your favorite soda, coffee,
Your favorite
your snack,
beverage.
whatever, favorite beverage,
As I always
and
say, get your
enjoying
favorite beverage, get
and
what you
enjoying this.
need, and come enjoy the mother freaking show. By the way, guys, skip
Exactly.
around. Like I said, if the politics part, it's not. I know we were gonna go. We go there every time when we do these shows because Pana talks to me. I see things. You guys tell me. So this show, I'm gonna be real with you guys. So this is me being open and honest. When I do these shows, they're different than my actual streams. Just
That's
just keep
it.
that in mind. I'm giving you a different part of myself. I told you guys this year I'm doing different things. I'm trying to branch out and be more real. And I'm taking band aids off of things because as a streamer, to me, I don't want to hide who I am. I don't want to hide who I want to be. Look, there's the Asmongold's of the world. There is the Son Pikers of the world, and they don't
It
give a
sounds
fuck.
like
They don't give a shit.
hmm
So, like, to me, if they're allowed to speak their mind on how they feel, I should be able to do the same. And if you're my friend and
the
you love what I do, then you should take the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to me. That's my feeling on the
and
world.
on
And
the
if you don't,
and
there's the
on
door.
hmm yeah, you got the young Turks out there talking this. You got uh Myron Gaines, dare I say Nick Fuentes.
And you know what? And I want to tell you guys this.
So
I don't go into the weed. I want to be real with you guys. So here's me being real. I don't go in the weeds like that. See, I tell Smooth
no,
like that. I tell Smooth today, like, man, you're looking into the weeds way too much, man, on some of the sports stuff. I don't go like deep. I know Smooth does because he loves doing that stuff. To me, I'm different. I don't. I my disorders are already terrible. I don't want to go too deep. My uncle goes deep like that. My uncle that's almost 70, he goes deep into that shit, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like my brain with my disorders, I would be sucked in so hard that I couldn't come out of that. You know what I mean? I'd be too deep into that hole, and I don't want to be like that because it's depressive. I'm already manic
true.
depressive. I don't need to be any more manic depressive. I already know what's going on in this world, and I know how this world works. Like I saw this in 2016, and it's just 2016 taken up a notch. And I just feel like we're just gonna go the opposite direction as we always have. It's just gonna play out the same way as we always have because we go one way, and then we go to the next extreme, and that's how we've always been as a country. It'll never change until people wake up to things, and things will never change until we actually wake up as in society. That's just how I see things as a person. Like we go one way this way, we went one way this way twice over, and then now we're paying for it in this way. And so you guys know this, the Paramount deal that's going on, that's already being blocked. So get ready. Get your
Yes.
booties tight.
Yep.
The American society, the
Yep.
consumers are all suing. So get prepared. This shit's not over. I told you this was going to
Yep.
happen in live time. Oh, and by the
You
way, to
did.
some of you that said Tony Khan has signed a deal with Paramount Discovery, that's not happening yet. That's not going to happen
No.
until they fully get that deal across the finish line, which I think that's not going to happen. I think it's going to be broken up personally. I think they got the same judge that blocked that T-Mobile, or no, they got the same lawyer that went after T-Mobile and AT&T at the time, and he's really good at what he does. So to me, I don't see Paramount going across that finish line like they think. I think they're going to get stepped back 10 steps. I think they're going to be told to
But
halt.
something something tells me every single time that a deal gets blocked, what happens?
They
Dirt
go back.
on the lawyer or no, dirt on the lawyer or the judge comes out, he gets replaced. The
Yeah, they
judge
tried that.
the
They tried that with the T-Mobile AT&T deal, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
yes,
I think this is what's going to happen
'cause
with. I think it's going to be blocked, and they're going to be asked to split it because it's going to change Hollywood, not for the good.
no,
You
no.
can't have a three-party system like that when it comes to making movies. Too much. I think it's too much corruption, and then it becomes like sports. It becomes like the NBA, the NFL. Like they're gonna, and it's already happening with video games. It's already bad enough. My favorite hobby is becoming way too expensive for what it
Yeah,
is.
and this all started for that back in 1995 and 96 under
Yep.
Clinton. Remember,
Yep.
he repealed the Glass Steagall Act. He also repealed the what was it, the FCC Act that made sure media companies did not go up and swallow up these smaller media operations.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
this is the
So
thing. This
basically,
is the thing. It's like the NFL. Like people are telling me, well, don't you think the NFL's a monopoly? Yeah, I do. I absolutely think.
it is. It
A
is a
thousand
monopoly.
dollars a year to watch the NFL is insane to me. As a kid, if you told me as a kid, 30 something years ago, that the NFL was going to become this massive monopoly and rule the TV stations. And by the way, Fox, I'm going to say this. I know the guy is trying so hard. Murdoch is trying so hard to keep the NFL on his networks. Bro, you're losing money by the day. You did it to yourself. You went out and spent all this money in the early 2000s slash 2010s, and now you're getting fucked. That's your own design.
Okay.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Okay.
I don't feel sorry for
Well,
Fox. Fox had many opportunities. They could have had the NBA. They could have had a lot of different things. And
true.
unfortunately, they failed on that one. For shit's sakes, they had WWE on their byproduct, and they couldn't even get that right.
They couldn't tell. Yeah, they couldn't tell that story right.
Nope. And I'm going to tell you guys
They
this.
couldn't.
Look, I'm going to say this as a wrestling fan. Some of you guys just take wrestling way too serious. Some of you guys that are sitting on here that are acting like sports analysts, man, over the wrestling. And then you got the big ones thinking who the hell they think they are. Like, they want to talk down to people like me and Smooth. Like, I don't understand, like, a coach, man. Like,
Oh,
coach,
oh, oh, oh,
I
oh.
appreciate you when I was a kid. Seriously. I
Me
thank you for
too.
what you did as a kid. I respect you, but times have
All right.
changed.
We are here. We have the voice, and I'm gonna rip at Coach and Rich Russo. Yeah, you may give a good rating to AEW, but you talked about the whole thing after what happened post Double or Nothing, where people's trying to get out of the Louis Armstrong Stadium to get to the bridge, to take the train, the Long Island Railroad, and the subway back to where they live or get an Uber or whatever. Hey, it's not AEW's fault that one of the gates was closed over there on the grounds of the USA
Can I just be honest? Why are these people bringing up random?
USTA.
Can I be honest with you? Why is it that
Hmm.
Coachman and Bro, Vince Russo sometimes, why do they bring up some random
Yeah.
shit for like clicks and shit? Like no one. I'm gonna be honest with you. No one gives a shit.
Listen,
Like
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
be
say
honest
this.
with you. Who gives a
It,
shit?
it, it, who gives a shit? Listen, people was because it was
Because
12
three
o'clock.
people
It
on
was.
Twitter bitched about it, and we're gonna talk about it on our fucking show. Who gives a shit?
I
That's like
saw that.
Pat
I
McAfee
saw that.
pounding his chest every moment. Come on now.
I, s- I saw that shit. I was like, guys, you're blaming AEW for that? No, you should be blaming the USATA National Tennis Center um grounds crew for that shit. Why do they have the damn gate closed?
You know who was there, right? Billie Jean King was
Who?
there at AEW. Fun fact.
Who's that?
Billie Jean King, legend.
Billie Jean King? Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
she was there.
She, she was at
Yes.
Double or Nothing?
Yeah, she was there. She gave like before the show even went on, she was there looking at the it's her tennis center.
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
named
there
after
looking
her,
at
Billie
the
Jean
yeah,
King.
she gave the blessing to Tony Khan for to let them do it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah. I know.
tells
Yeah, I
me
know.
she's a big she's a big wrestling fan. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
and she was
Yeah,
there
because
like looking at everything. So look, mistakes are gonna happen. Look, Coach and Bro to me, to be honest with you, they say the most whack shit, and I just turn around and roll my fucking eyes, going, "What the fuck are we
but it
doing?"
just was but it just wasn't him. JD from NY206 came up complaining. Listen, bro, shut the ca- can we just rip this off and go a little bit savage on JD from NY? Shut the fuck up. Every single time you gotta talk shit, you gotta be this fucking curmudgeon. You talk this bullshit like a bitch you are,
Well,
man.
he is. I you
Oh,
now you know why I call him the Stephen A. Smith of the wrestling IWC.
he's a he's a bitch. You're a simp. Oh,
Or no, I will go even worse.
oh.
I will even say worse on JD from New York, right? So worse on
Go
that
ahead.
one. He is the
Go ahead.
Kendrick
Rip the
Perkins.
band-aid.
He's the Kendrick Perkins. He says the most wildest shit in the fucking world. And you're like, what the
No,
fuck is this about?
but
Trust
listen,
me when I
listen,
say
listen,
this.
listen. At least Kendrick Perkins is method to the madness.
You
Stephen A.
sure about
Smith is
that?
more of
You sure about that?
no. Well, listen. Perkins is method to the madness. Stephen A. is just I'm gonna just throw fucking cow dung to the wall and see whatever sticks to it. because that's just him. He's like, oh, well, Double or Nothing was good, but I still hate Tony Khan for what he did to me and kicking me out the media scrum years ago. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Grow up.
Well, he
Maybe,
got pissed. He's pissed off over the fact that he's never been asked back, and it's like, bro, you said the
no,
stupidest
no.
questions.
You
You
said the
know,
stupidest shit, and now you're saying the stupidest shit. You you said Chris Statlander was a was a was an idiot or whatever, or Mercedes
he's been on
Monet.
the record. He's been on the record, and this is my thing with him, with JD. We're gonna rip the band-aid off. He's always been hokey pokey. He says one thing, he goes to this one direction. It's all about clicks and views with them. It's
Yeah,
never been.
and then
It's never been.
and
Go ahead.
and then while you was working at House of Glory Wrestling, you go after Mercedes Monet, one of the top names in wrestling, of which you didn't know how much connection she had in the business, not just wrestling
Well,
but music.
I think AEW had some say into that. I think TK had some say into that. I don't think it was just her on
Well,
that.
of course, of course they had say. I mean, look, they have a partnership with House of Glory Wrestling. They have a partnership. It's a partnership. Listen, I have a partnership. I'm sending one of my wrestlers.
Well,
It's a
I will
business.
always say
I'm
this.
sending one of my wrestlers there.
I will always say this about JD from New York, right? I will say this. He's always been
Hmm.
one dimensional. He's never been.
Of course.
It's like when I argued with him on X and got blocked, right? Here's the problem with him. Here's the problem
Hmm.
when I got blocked. All I said to him was, "You got to look at the bigger picture. You're looking at it as in a tunnel. You're looking at it in one direction, one lane. You're not looking
And
at
he
the
blocked you for that.
you're not looking at the possibilities because he wants it to be his way. He wants everybody to raw how he feels. And it's like, no,
True.
everybody has an opinion. Just because you don't see it my
True.
way doesn't mean I'm going to crucify you. We all
True.
have the right to see things differently when it comes to religion, politics, music,
Yes.
food,
Yes.
drinking, whatever your beverages are. Maybe you like tequila and you like a Shirley Temple. Okay. But at the end of the day, that's wrestling. And I'm really getting tired of the Stephen A. Smith shit, where you're the
And then
gospel and everybody else needs to
and then
bow down to you.
and then you had your boy, and then you had your so-called boy, Chi-Town, Chi-Town Smart, Chi-Town Smart Mark. They're just, but now in his head, yeah, AEW, the AEW this, the
Well,
AEW this,
the
AEW
reason
this.
he does that because I'm starting to say this, and I'm going to say this in a good way, and I no knock to him. I kind of respect him in a way, but he has to play that way. He has to play it that way because I see why. Because he's how can I say this in a way? He's riding the coattails, basically. That's what that's
Yeah,
about.
say what you gotta say with it, please. Oh yeah, they're gonna say, well, Ray was a racist for talking about a black person like that. Guess what? I'm talking about it like that too. You're riding the fucking coattails, Chi-Town Smart.
It's
Okay,
not. It, well,
if you got an opinion,
It's not about
we
race.
we
It could be
we.
anybody. It could be a poodle
No,
sitting in
I'm just
front of
saying.
him and doing
No,
the
I'm
same
just saying.
shit.
I'm just saying. You got the whole Grimudges out there. Goes, oh well, Ray was talking about a black man.
Yeah, but
You know how it is,
I don't
man.
look at it that way. I see. I don't get in the weeds. I don't get in the weeds like you do, like that.
I know,
I don't
I
look at
know,
it like
I
I
know,
don't
I
look at
know.
it
But
like that. I don't give a fuck what people think
of
like
course,
that. To
I know.
me,
But I just said.
how I say it to people is,
Hmm.
I don't care if you're man, woman, child, trans, whatever. I'm gonna call it for what it is, and
That's it.
either you take my opinion or you don't. At the end of the
Of
day,
course.
I sleep better. I sleep good in my bed at the end of the day, and if you don't, that's on
Hmm.
you. What I shit should not make you eat, and vice versa. If somebody likes
Yes.
Hershey's chocolate and I like Nestle, that's, we could both see things differently. But it's how I
Of
see
course.
wrestling, right? These wrestling channels,
Hmm.
it's all about views, and it's all about how we can milk to make revenue and money, because what's going on with YouTube right now.
Yes.
And then you have a lot of these fake channels that were once reactionary channels making content saying, "Oh, well, I'm just an AEW fan all of a sudden." And then you go and you listen to him, and you go and you like Fran the Hill. You go and listen to her, and you're like, oh, you've
Yeah.
been watching AEW for 2 fucking years. Who are you fucking fooling?
Who are you fucking fooling?
Who are you talking to? Like when you
Listen,
listen to her
we've
prediction
been
show, she goes,
listen,
"Go ahead."
we've been on the shit since day one with AEW. October 2019 when they first came out with this show. Matter of fact, before they had their first show, it was
2018 when
the
they were
whole
doing it through Ring of Honor.
2018 Ring of Honor. Thank you. So basically, we've been watching it. We picked
And by
it.
the way,
Hey,
AEW is going to be in Madison Square Garden. Stop talking. Some of you people need to stop
uh,
talking. Money talks. Trust me.
money talks. Money talks. Listen, James Dolan loves his money. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Yeah, James Dolan is a curmudgeon owner of the New York Knicks. Yeah, that's another one too. Shut the fuck up about that shit. At
Also,
least he's in the
too,
NBA
James
final.
Dolan also spoke on the fact he was really surprised. He did talk about AEW selling out Louis
Hmm.
Armstrong's arena. He was really surprised that wrestling could fit into a tennis arena like that. He
Oh
did
yeah.
speak on it. He did speak on it, by the way.
Okay. And, which means, guess what, folks? Madison Square Garden's about to have AEW. If
You
he's
never know
speaking
with
like
that.
that,
And the thing is that people are like, oh, WWE, yeah, right now they do, but that could
yeah,
change. Take a look what
that could
happened with Ring
change
of Honor and New Japan. They ran it twice. Think about it in that
at Madison
aspect.
Square Garden. Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Madison Square
And
Garden.
one other thing I'm
Yeah,
going to
so
break down too, this whole AEW and New Japan shit that people are making it bigger than it needs to be. Look, AEW
no,
has their own streaming app. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE is working with Netflix over in Japan. They all have their own deals.
those
Stop this
deals.
nonsense with New Japan is breaking up with back.
No,
No, what happened was
no,
that if New Japan felt, hey, look, if AEW is going to have their own network like us, well, why should we keep adding them over here? Makes sense as a business move.
makes sense. True,
You know, if
but see,
you know
people,
AEW's in Japan too, and I can also see New
yeah,
Japan partnering up with AEW to do something with both networks. Maybe they do something different between each other and make a new deal. Never know.
yeah. I mean, listen, I saw that and I said, AEW is already being broadcast in Japan, so it doesn't. It it comes off as okay. They're making moves behind the scenes, but they're kind of telling you, okay, this is what's going on, this is what's going on here, and they're just getting people on board and letting them know what's going on. So that that's what I see out of it. So yeah.
And by
Oh,
the way,
let
if
me.
you're coming to the show and you're hearing me, this show is different than my streams. I'm giving you guys fair warning on this. When we do these kind of shows, they are different. So if you're
Yes.
part of my community, you're getting the gaming, you're getting raw and uncut shit. So I told you guys this year I was doing different things, and I'm going to be more real. I'm going to be more honest, and I'm going to bring you guys podcasts and shit because I like talking I like talking about life in general. Like it doesn't like
Hmm.
I don't mind talking politics. I don't mind talking about stories about life. It's I think why hide it? Why hide it? All the
True.
celebrities don't. I mean, as a streamer, I just feel like why hide it? I'd rather stand on my own principle and die by the sword. At the end of the day, I've been real honest about that. I've been brutally honest for a while. So
Yeah. And so get back to what Coach and Bro was talking about with the whole people trying to get out of Louis Armstrong Stadium to get and getting out the gates. Listen, it's not AEW's fault. It's the Billie Jean King USA USTA National Tennis Center
real
fault
quickly, I'm gonna
for
interrupt you.
not having that
Anybody
gate
is welcome
open.
to come join us for the podcast. If you guys want to be part of it, just let me know in chat. I'll throw you an
Hmm.
invite to the Discord. You can come join it, and you can speak your own mind. I don't mind. I don't mind having a three-way chat with people. Everybody's welcomed, as long as you're not saying derogatory shit. Like racist shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
No.
if it's
No.
racist shit, no, don't be here. I'm not down with the
No.
sickness with that. But anything else, if you want to
So
come and have a say in something, or you have a disagreement with me or Smooth, you can come in and we can have a nice conversation. As long as it's civil, that's all I care. As long as it's civil. As I don't want the
so
whole
getting
back
back,
and forth people arguing. You know what I mean?
true. Now, but getting back to what I was saying, it was three folks on X who posted the video of people trying to get out of Double or Nothing, getting out of Louis Armstrong Stadium after Double or Nothing. Guys, it's New York City, 12 o'clock at night. It's that's still early for us on a Sunday night, early Monday morning. They could have just took it. Those folks that climbed over the gate could have took their time and just go through the one gate and would have been all right. And
I
they would have
can't
walked
believe we're
over the
on
bridge.
about it. I can't believe we're on about the gate still. Like Jesus.
No, no, but it's just that they made it. Okay, they basically said
Okay,
AEW
Smooth.
Double or
I'm gonna
Nothing
tell
was
you this
good.
as a person. This is like Pat
Yeah,
McAfee. They make things bigger than it needs to be.
yeah, it's just stupid.
It's
It's stupid.
stupid. It's
Listen,
stupid, and no one gives. And I'm gonna be honest with you. To those people that think like that, they're speaking to the void. I'm sorry,
yeah,
Coach and Bro. Sometimes when I listen to them, they're speaking to the void. It's like Kevin
yeah,
Nash. Like Kevin Nash was talking about, oh, it's so disrespectful that Stevie Richards said this about Stephanie McMahon. It's like, bro, like I get you're friends with,
uh,
I get you're in a circle and you're defending your boy. I get it, but
oh,
people are allowed to speak the way they want to
wait.
feel.
But hold on there. Wasn't this the same Kevin Nash that came on his podcast after the whole WWE Hall of Fame ceremony situation backstage and how he was being treated?
Yes, you ain't wrong.
Okay,
You ain't wrong.
okay, okay. Just, just, I'm just wondering if you know, you know. If you know, you
Well,
know.
okay. In fairness, I do agree with Stevie Richards because they did respond to it. They did say, you know, he did blast. He basically, from my understanding, he took the episode down, but he was basically stating that anything. He said like Stevie Richards, James Romero, and anybody like them, Maven are like the bottom of the barrel channels, basically.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
him and Bischoff and a whole bunch are like top tier, and I'm like,
yeah. Bischoff, I don't want to hear. Listen, that's another grandmother that's talking so bad about Tony Khan at AEW. I don't even want to hear
well,
from him.
he's the one that's now
He can,
talking about bringing back the NWO. That they should make a new
okay,
version of the NWO, and I'm like, that's not going to work in
okay,
WWE. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go
yeah,
somewhere else for
no,
that, and it's not going to work in
no,
TNA.
no, that ship has sailed a long time
And by the
ago
way,
with
he's
that
got to
one.
do it in WWE because they own the rights for it.
Yeah, that ship has sailed a long time ago for that one.
And he was talking like we were going to do it in 2020, but it failed. I'm like, no shit, because John Cena tried it, and Cena didn't want to turn heel at that time, and Cena's now saying that he didn't really like turning heel now,
Yeah,
and can't blame the guy for saying what he said.
true,
And what the thing is about all these wrestling things this week alone that I have seen personally, right? The things that I have seen personally is it's becoming it's like I'm gonna say this a good way. Everybody thinks they're a sports writer. Everybody thinks that they're just a big giant sports writer and that they could just, anybody could talk and anybody could do what they need to do. You know what I mean? And you're finding out that, it's doing very much harm for products. Like, for
true.
instance,
It,
Wrestling Connor, right? And he's a big name. Was crying about FTR. Oh, how dare them thinking about going back to WWE after all the shit they talked about, like the endless crying.
it's
And
the
I'm sitting back as a person going, look, they're just weighing their options. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with them wanting to get more money for what they are? Can't blame them for it.
true
It's like, for
because
instance, like Enzo Amore, okay, all right, and Big Bill, okay, they're both been seen at the Performance Center. Okay, well, I can understand why Big Bill would want to be back with Enzo Amore. That was the best stuff that he's ever done to date. I don't really care for Big Bill in AEW, to be honest with you. They didn't really move the needle with him. And they didn't really, it's kind of like Wardlow. They didn't really push that narrative, you know what I mean? In my opinion.
True.
And I feel Big Bill just like he was thrusted into the Jericho learning tree shit and they didn't really do anything with him. So him going back to WWE, to me, WWE's probably paying them cheap. They're getting him on the cheap for nothing. And they're probably going to give them the belts and do nothing with them. They're doing this with Montez Ford and the Street Profits.
Angelo Dawkins.
And if you guys watch, if you're watching what's happening in live time, it's typical Triple H. They have no faith. They have zero faith. Thank you for the follow. They have zero faith in the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to show in lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, and another thing I want to say here is I saw, Daniel Bryan's out of AEW. No, he's being he retired. He literally retired. He said he's never wrestling again. He has stated this. He is too hurt. He's had 10 concussions, you think? And his neck is fucked. You think he should be back in the ring? I'd rather him be healthy and commentate for the rest of his days. Not be like a Jim McMahon getting their head skull drilled into every month. Or better at being like, what's his face? Vampiro. Where Vampiro is starting out dementia, supposedly. And that guy's had so much concussions. It's not even funny. So, yeah, I really just want Daniel Bryan to stay as a commentator, and I don't want him in a ring. Like, I don't want him back in WWE. No. I don't want him back in WWE being a performer because that's what they're going to do with him. His neck's already fucked. He's already steady. His neck moves in circles. That's not good. He's going to need fusion surgery, most likely. He's been holding off on that for a while. I think he's going to need fusion surgery, and he's going to need time to heal. And I don't think he needs to be in WWE. They're doing fine without him. You know, to be honest with you, he could be a coach in AEW and things like that. His wife, he coached his wife before, showed her some new moves before she went back to WWE. The Bellas are fine. You don't need Daniel Bryan in WWE. Everything is working itself out right now for what it is. And to be honest with you, AEW needs him more than anything. I really think if they do it right, they could have a nice get rid of Excalibur on the mic and just put him and Nigel McGuinness together. I think you'd be golden on a collision.
Yeah. Yeah, because remember Nigel McGuinness had a little heat with Bryan Danielson too.
Right.
Man, that would be made for some good commentary, of course.
Well, I've always said out loud, I said, why didn't they bring in Mario Ronaldo and just have Mario Ronaldo and Don Callis call Dynamite? I'm okay with that.
Ooh.
I like that combination.
The Don Callis family, man. That's gonna be, but then
yeah, but he did that in ECW though when he had hair and he had a fro. Like, come on. He did that when he was part of... People don't realize Don Callis has been around for so long. I remember when he was on ECW being the freaking commentator guy, and he would take the mic and stop everything in the process and be a ferocious heel. I used to love his segments on purpose. Like, Don Callis is a great heel. No matter what he does, he sells the product.
Yeah.
I call him basically the indie version of Paul Heyman. I do.
Yeah. Yep.
I do.
You can't listen. I tell folks you can't deny the Don Callis effect.
No, Don, and you got to give Don credit because he literally was the guy that promoted fights. He's been the guy. He's a great promoter. A lot of people sleep on him on that one. He was the one that made Kenny and Chris Jericho come together for that New Japan fight that they had 3 times over. You got to thank him for a lot of that New Japan talent that's now in WWE that he made into something. But no, I did watch part of SmackDown. I watched some of the highlights. To be honest with you, SmackDown's the same. I
Right.
can't give it a positive review. I can't be positive because it's bland. I I really don't know. I'm kind of like I told this gentleman here, like I just don't know how I can watch it anymore without like falling asleep. I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious. Like I fall asleep watching it. It's
It
so
happens to me.
boring.
No,
It's so
funny
boring. The
thing
other
is, it
night I had
happens.
to tune it off. I had to tune off on Monday to watch the Knicks destroy the shit out of. I couldn't. I just for the life of me,
Cleveland.
I had to
Listen, that
watch
was my
that game. I couldn't sit and watch. I had to turn it off.
Raw. Raw for me was on Raw for me was full replay because I was all about the Knicks, Cavs on Monday. So I caught that shit after. I
Right.
caught it after, and I'm saying to myself, "Huh?" And then I'm seeing Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns have this. Yeah, you got Tribal
Well,
Combat.
Jacob is gone. Jacob is hurt.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna just have a simple match and then Jacob just gets right off because Jacob's gonna be gone for a significant time? That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, well,
Now you have
which is
Suruko well hers is minor. You got you
minor.
got some major people that are out. Like it's some
Logan,
major
Logan,
Logan's gone.
Logan Paul is Logan's gone, and then
And by the way, to some of you cheering like he's gone and shit, man, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like they need him. He needs to get back
yes,
as
I
fast as
do.
he can to be healthy because they really kind of need him. He's the one of the best heels they got, to be honest with you guys. So,
Yep.
and another
And
thing
then
is Austin Theory doing what he did with the chair on Joe Henry, that headshot. I finally went, whoa. I went, WWE's finally doing something. Like
and then he
more of
did
that.
it to Angelo Dawkins as well.
Yes, they need to do more of this. This is the thing that I wish TKO would say fuck the sponsorships and just finally start doing something. I miss the days WWE when they were publicly traded, they were doing this. Like, even when
But
they were publicly
and also
traded, people forget when they were publicly traded back in the Ruthless Aggression era when they first were on the market and they had all the sponsors. Brock Lesnar beat a shit out of the one-legged man and made him
yes, he
bleed
did.
on live television. People forget this.
I remember that.
Like a lot of people forget what's his name, Triple H, and then The Rock. A lot of people forget that The Rock got literally a truck went full board at him in an ambulance truck with the NWO. People forget, and that was all with sponsors like Mattel and everything behind it. So people
And then
need
you
to
had the
remember.
Yeah, and then you had the Steve Austin
Yep.
crane dropping on the DX bus.
Yep. Like people forget
Yeah,
that
yeah,
WWE can go serious when they want to go serious. If they want to go TV 14, they can go TV 14. Like Netflix has not said that they can't. So like at the end of the day, it's just if and where WWE wants to pull the trigger on that. And I think it's coming sooner
yeah. It's
than
up
later because they're gonna have to.
to.
They're
And then also,
getting their ass stomped by AEW. That there's no shadow of a doubt.
did
It's very
did you
apparent.
also? Yeah, well, they also put out, and I was looking at it in the in like a Newsbreak article. Bronson Reed is close. Bronson Reed is inching closer to returning, and he looks good.
Right.
They show they show they showed him in with his transformation. He kind of lost he lost a little bit of weight, or he got some muscle there.
Right.
So that's another one of the whole Virgin members. Like one goes and then the next one comes back in. Whatever.
Here's
That's it.
another thing that I didn't like either. So here's another thing I didn't like. You had Rouge on Wednesday. I was really kind of disappointed. I get pushing Rouge, but you have a guy in Leo Rush that's actually selling a shit ton of merchandise and
Yes.
making companies profitable with this new gimmick. And I don't understand why AEW is not pushing this, man? You had him lose in this like money match, and I'm like, you should give it to the hot hand when somebody's. This is the thing about AEW that I complain about. They don't give it to the hot hand. Leo Rush is piping hot right now, and if you don't put a belt on that guy, I'm just left speechless. Because this man, literally no joke, is doing things that is unreal with this gimmick. Like
It's,
I swear that it's the Boogeyman 2.0. Like I'm waiting for the worms to come out of his mouth. I'm waiting for the clock. I'm waiting for him to go
oh,
crazy.
hell, sheesh. Take us back to the 2000. Take us back to the
It
2000s with that
reminds
shit.
me a lot of 2000s. Like Leo Rush is doing things that I gotta praise him for. Like I am a fan. Give me more. Like he makes
Yeah,
me
yeah,
laugh. He makes me. I'm literally when I was watching that scene where uh Taialoa, right? Or
yeah.
with the street pro not the street problem,
But
sorry. With the demand. And he's getting him picked up and he's like,
yeah,
"Go, don't touch me."
told Leona,
I'm like, bro,
told
I'm falling
told
out of my
Leona.
chair on the TV. I'm dying. This shit is the
This
most
was
fun
what
thing I've ever
that
seen.
was. Yeah,
And you know
that
what?
shit was
You
funny.
know, and fans are making artwork now. They're putting them on their you know, there's just so much cool shit with it. This is where I think TK should do. This is where I appreciate WWE when they're got top merch guys, they reward them. I think Leo Rush should be awarded. Now I know they've been pushing him a lot in Ring of Honor, and I understand that, but he should be on the main roster. And honestly, if it was me, I'm gonna say this in the open. I think he should beat Kevin Knight.
Mhm.
I think he should beat Kevin Knight for that title.
You know what? Very good idea.
And I'm sorry, but to me, Kevin Knight wouldn't hurt losing that belt to a Leo Rush, to be honest with you, because Kevin Knight, I think, is destined for that World Heavyweight title. I do.
That's what it is.
I
Yes.
like Kevin Knight's heel turn, but I just don't like the way they did it.
No.
And I think Kevin Knight, if it
No.
was me, I think he could turn, I think he could be a better version of Trick Williams. I said that. I
Mm.
said that out loud. Drink that one in when I said that one.
uh,
I did. I
you
think
know
Kevin
what?
Knight could be a better version of Trick Williams. I'll say it now.
And I can't
Oh,
be
oh,
mad
and
at you
by the
for that.
way, fuck you TNA for not letting Leo Slater break the X
Leon Slater.
Division all-time record. Fuck you guys for that.
Oh yeah. They gave the
Because
belt to
he's
Cedric
not going to stay with your
Alexander.
company because he's now talking about possibly going to AEW. He was talking about possibly showing up in
Oh.
AEW or WWE. And he's talking more about being part of AEW. And I'm like, why can't the guy break your record? So what you're going to do is you're going to have him lose to a fuck finish. And then that's that. That's stupid. Now that's dumb.
Yep.
Thanks, Carlos Silva. That's why we don't watch your product like that. That's why you're stuck at like 150,000 people watching.
I haven't watched your product since January 15th, Carlos Silva, the day after my birthday. Drink that in. Drink that in.
Well, it's like I said before. When it comes to TNA, I just don't know what else to say to make the product better for people. And it's very
I'm
apparent
surprised
when
that you
they're.
was watching it too.
By the way, they're the
I
number
was
two
surprised.
product. I have some people that like live and die by TNA. How do you feel with half of their arena being taped off? How do you feel with their pay-per-views? Half of the arenas being now taped off because people are not showing up. Drink that
Nope.
in, AEW fans, or sorry, TNA fans.
TNA.
For being a number two promotion, surely ain't it, Chief. Let's see what else is in the news that I was. Oh, Enzo's set for an NXT return. That's what that's about. He's not even going to the main roster. That's a joke. That here, I'm gonna say this is what WWE values values Enzo Amore. For all you fans that are cheering for this is what I got to say.
I mean, what? What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean, sit down.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you, Stephen A. You said it all for me. Enzo Amore is literally, they're treating him as a B-plus player. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Of course.
They're not putting him on the main
Of
roster.
course.
They're not even putting him there. They're even talking about bringing back EC3. Drink that in for a second.
EC3? What
Yep.
the hell?
Yep. WWE, because
WWE?
here's the truth. There was articles saying the people that they released that are trying to get back don't want to be there. They feel so disrespected. They don't want to be back. And then, on top of it, Ronda Rousey made a warning to Holly Holm, and then on top of it saying that she may sign with AEW full time. So there you go.
Wait. So Ronda Rousey says that she may sign with AEW full time?
She may. Yeah, she's talking about it. She's like really happy with her experience. Yeah. She was on some interview or something like that. And then she gave a stark warning to Holly Holm that she wants to run it back since she just won the MMA fight. She wants to do it again with that MVP, whatever, with her and her.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, to you, it's like Ronda Rousey should just go be a wrestler at this point. I am at this point. Like, look, you've already done everything you need to do in the MMA. Just go get a bag full of money for yourself. And just finish out the last of your career in AEW. I'm cool with that.
That's true.
She should.
Yes.
We have Leo Rush. Zuki. That's the other thing. Zuki is now on American soil, and I'm happy for her because I've been a big fan for a while. So shout out to Zuki. Zuki, please win.
Zuki. Yes.
Zuki, please win.
Oh, you mean Azuki?
Yes. Finally,
Azuki is supposed to face off. Azuki is supposed to face. She's in the Owen first round against Persephone. Uh-oh.
Well, at least have a good show. At least have a good showing.
Yeah, she's supposed to have a good showing. Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing is, if the reports are right and Persephone has a short-term deal with AEW, please, for the love that's holy, for the all that's holy, please, AEW, please, re-sign her. And if you're going to have it on Thekla, give Persephone the TBS belt. I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see Thekla losing a belt yet. Even in All In, I don't want to see her losing a belt. I want to see her lose the belt at World's End. Have her go all the way with it. Maybe you do a returning Monet at that point. Maybe you do a returning Monet at some point in that reign, and then you have Thekla beat her anyway. Maybe Monet puts over Thekla, or if Toni Storm is healed enough and she comes back in this year, maybe World's End, maybe Toni Storm takes the belt off of Thekla. Who knows? Or maybe you do a Persephone run and you have Persephone win. I don't think Persephone is going to get the main title. I think she'll get the second women's title, the TBS belt. I think she's destined for that. I think I'm smelling that from her. I don't have her winning the tournament. I know you're going to say that's terrible of me to say. I have Athena winning it. Hear my logic on that. I think Athena will lose. I think Athena will lose the belt at that point. Somewhere she'll lose the Ring of Honor belt. That will solidify her going to the main roster. So,
which means because they're showing you the cracks already, Billy Starks.
Yes, I think there's going to be. I think somebody will beat her in Ring of Honor. That'll leave her open for winning the Owen to go against Thekla. I think she'll lose to Thekla at that point, which will solidify her as now main roster, right? Main roster. And then that'll put her up in the upper cards. Then if you want to, because Persephone, I really think is going to be your new TBS. They're leaving that open. I don't really think Chris Statlander is it for me, or Sheeta.
No.
Or Hater.
No.
I think that's a Persephone thing, and I think that's going to
Yes,
be Persephone getting it, and then they can run it kind of back with a returning Monet
Monet.
and have
Yes,
Monet lose to
because
Persephone. Then you could build an
because the last
Athena moment.
because the person that beat Monet for the CMLL title women's title was Persephone.
Right. Then what you could do with that, you could have Persephone hold the belt for like 4 months, and you could build Athena back up. So you have it's kind of like how they did Asuka when she first joined the roster. Have her lose a couple,
Yeah,
and then build her up to be a machine, and then have her take the belt off of eventually 4 months. I think 3 to 4
true.
months run with Persephone is good enough. And then you can have her lose like at a beginning pay-per-view or something at the beginning of next
And
year.
then what it does is it puts her on that path towards the AEW Women's World Championship.
Exactly. Then it starts out the year of Persephone, and I think if Persephone, I think they'll do the same thing what they did with Thekla, give her a big deal, have her win the belt, have her hold it for a while, just like Thekla. Then Thekla
Yes.
from there, what I think what Thekla could do is you can have her go down to that TBS belt when Athena's holding it, and
Hmm.
eventually you could have Athena lose the belt to Thekla. You see what I mean? And then you could kind of spin the wheels with Athena and Monet being tag team champions, or you could do Athena and you could bring up a Billy Starks and have them be champion, or you could do maybe an upcoming because we all know that WWE is going to be, or sorry, AEW is going to be signing some talent. You already know that Charlie's probably destined for AEW at this point. It's been very
True.
rumored and very, very telling. You're gonna probably
True.
have. I'm assuming you're probably gonna have out of those releases, you're probably going to get Nikki Cross. I think Nikki Cross would fit perfectly in AEW like a glove. She's now running.
By the
She
way, I
now
like.
owns. She owns
Yes.
Progress
By the
Wrestling
way,
now.
podcast wrestling with her husband, Killian Dane.
Yes, and it makes sense. So you could
Yes.
partner with her company, bring her on in
Ju-
as maybe as a person.
just like what TK did with Monet, Ring of Honor did with Athena and her wrestling promotion.
Right. Who else was released? Now, I'm going
So
to say this in a name, and I know this is going to sound terrible. I think AEW should go after Selena. I know that sounds terrible of me to say this, but I think they should. I think Selena would be perfect
Zelina,
in that women's division. I know that it's gonna come probably with her husband attached with that, but
yeah,
I think her and herself would be perfect. It would be a perfect run for her in AEW. And I know people are gonna say, "Well, she's better off in TNA." And I'm like, I think AEW would be perfect for her. Her and Ty Mello going at each
AEW.
other. I think you could have Selena versus Athena. You could have Selena versus. You could have her in Ring of Honor. Her and Red Velvet going at each other would be perfect. I think that feud would be glorious to watch. Personally,
Oh yes,
you want to go
yeah,
there.
but with the Owen on the women's side,
Oh, remember,
it's very much
fuck the women's side, fuck the men's side. What do you on about? We don't honor that shit.
yeah,
Fuck that shit,
yeah.
as JD from New York says.
JD. He said that. He said that on the show with Coachman. It's called Two
Fuck all
Count.
you
Two
know.
Counts. So
Oh,
he said that.
two no balls. All right, cool. Good to know.
So okay, what
Two
this
shits.
is.
I got you. Two I don't give a
So, so,
shits. All right.
so what I like about it is
Two
okay. You know what?
dumbasses
It's
and a
open.
ring bell. Okay.
Yeah. So he says, "Oh, I like the women's ledger of the Owen because it gives it opening because you got people from CMLL, AEW, Ring of Honor, Stardom. Okay, great. But on the men's side, he said, "Oh, it's too much of AEW and Ring of Honor with it and this that."
So
Hey,
this is what
they're
Ronda
already
Rousey said. Ronda Rousey says WWE and AEW just not durable for her anymore. Ronda Rousey says pro wrestling schedule is just not doable anymore. tells Fox Digital
Okay.
that being on the road is not capable with raising a family. Okay, you want a Brock Lesnar schedule and a Roman Reigns schedule. Okay, Ronda, I'm cool with that. I don't think any wrestling fan, she wants to be a spectacle. Okay. I'm all right with that.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
TK will give you
At
that.
least she's.
TK's been honest
Oh yeah,
about that.
TK will give you that.
TK's doing that with fucking Monet right now.
Yeah.
Same
So
with
guess
Tony
what? There
Storm.
you go, Brando. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what the
So,
comments are saying
like I
about
said,
this.
mhm. Like
Let's
I said
see.
with
Somebody said this. How would Rhonda know if she never even done a match in AEW? Wrong. She actually has.
she has Ring of Honor, dummy,
Before. I
doy.
believe she did Ring of Honor. That's not quite the same.
She did Ring of Honor with she did
I,
Ring of Honor with
I, I,
with her friend partner.
I mean,
Huh?
what? What? And you got to be kidding me.
Ring of
I mean,
Honor is not even on
sit
this.
down.
I love these wrestling gumudgets, man. These people on a different
You
planet.
see, you see.
I
I
want to
got a
understand,
word
how is
into.
Ring of Honor not on the same? They're owned by the same fucking owner. Get the fuck on.
I got him saying Grumudget, folks. Thank you. I gave
I
a
I, I
definition,
am so
and it
sorry.
said
This person here is a curmudgeon, man. I don't know what are you on some stupid pills? Maybe you're taking the Jonathan Coachman JD special. I want to understand shit. Oh my god.
oh
Look, Coachman, JD, look, Coach, I respect you for what you did for my childhood, but we got to go there. At the end of the day, it's a new it's a new era of wrestling, dog. Like we're not back in the 90s, homie. Back in my day shit. No, it's new age shit, and get used to it. Sorry to tell you that. You I
true
you know who's
because
gotten with the times on that? Jim fucking Cornette, okay?
Jim Cornette. I've listened to Jim Cornette, boy. I tell you,
I
that's the
love me some
old
Jim.
Jim.
I used to make fun of Jim Cornette. I used to say, look, he's over the hill and all these '80s wrestling people. I used to say it on
hmm
stream, but now I've had a chance to listen to him. I'm like, you know what? I agree with you, motherfucker, and I agree with you when it comes to
Yep.
your politics standpoint too.
Yep. Yep. Listen, I agree with him as well. That okay. AEW is now on the come up, and what I'm seeing from WWE is not too good. Yeah. So basically, the guy says, "Oh, the JD. Oh, I like the women's side, but the men's side, it's so much AEW. They didn't mix it up. Uh, jump shit. Come closer. They're telling a story that started from last year, and it continues on into the here and now. But if you would have known that, you would have looked. But see, you just want to be a dumbass and say AEW is not doing so much for my conscience.
And look, I will
Right.
say this: if WWE does something good, I'll praise them. Same with AEW. Like if AEW does something like this week, I was very critical. I'm not one of those
Yep.
fans that are gonna sit here and go, "Oh my god." I'm going to quote her, Fran the heel. I'm not going to turn around and be one of those and go, oh, well, everything is great. Oh, because I see a shiny turd in the ring. Oh, it's still great. It's good. Fuck that. That is the most fakest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Friendly heel, shut up. Shut up. You get on. Now you're getting on my nerves, friend. Shut up.
Well,
Ugh.
Fran, well, oh. Well, Serv was on a live stream and he choked somebody out.
Oh shit.
I think his name is called Buddy Moonson. Buddy Mooson.
Yeah.
He
Uh
choked him
oh.
out on his own stream.
Oh shit.
Here's the screen.
Damn. Well.
If you go to Swerve Strickland X, man, that guy's on fire. He don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I love his heel turn right now. He don't give a fuck. Me and Swerve have the same kind of like opinion on things. Like we just don't give a fuck. We're just gonna do it to do it. like straight out the box. Swerve doesn't give a shit. And it's absolutely funny. I actually
Damn,
laugh a lot of times.
damn. I mean, you choke somebody out. Hey, why? Keep, that means whatever that person is saying or doing was stupid.
Oh, and by the way, Skip Bayless had to get on. By the way, I saw this today. So LeBron James
Mhm.
is getting clowned by everybody. This shit's kind of funny. Skip Bayless.
Oh,
Skip Bayless had to get in on the action of this. He said it's easy to score 50K career points than winning a championship. Yikes. Ouch. And you know Skip Bayless does not like LeBron James. He has
no,
never liked
no,
LeBron.
no, because LeBron is too much of a
And
diva.
then it gets worse. O'Shea Jackson, Ice Cube's son, had to rub some salt in that wound today. I love him for this. He goes, which is why more people have done it.
Mm. Well, listen,
But like I
Skip
said,
Bayless is
like I said to you, LeBron
yeah.
James, here's how I feel about LeBron. I've always said this to you. I appreciate what he did for LA, but it's time to move on. I'm okay with divorcing away from the vortex of LeBron. If LeBron wants to go and retire somewhere else and he thinks he's going to win a championship, cool, go be about it. I think it's Luka's time at this point, and I think the Lakers should move on. I think the Lakers have plenty of youth there. If he wants to take his boy with him too, cool, whatever. I mean, at the end
Oh,
of the day,
yeah.
go away if you want. I don't hate. I want to make this clear in this stream here, our show. I'm not a hater of LeBron. I just think the LeBron James stuff, like he's old, and it's time to move on from it. He has shown you like all he cares about is money, and he doesn't want to take a pay cut. And then he wants the Lakers to sit down with him at a table and write plans for him on what the future looks like. Bro, you're talking to new ownership. It's not Jeannie Buss anymore. You don't sit with Jeannie Buss anymore. You sit with the guy that owns the Dodgers that wants to win today.
That's
Wants
it.
to win today.
It's
Oh, and by the
listen.
way, one other thing I'm going to say here. To all these people, all these good midgets that are saying about the MLB that needs to have a salary cap, do you know what you're asking for?
Do you know what you're asking for? What the hell? Oh,
If you okay,
mm,
top teams, by the way, this was very I saw the stats on this. The Dodgers would be, if they had a cap tomorrow, would be 178 million over the cap if they went that way.
yeah,
Same with
yeah.
the New York Yankees, the same with the Texas Rangers. There's a lot of teams, big outlet teams. You don't want that because just because the smaller teams don't reap doesn't mean you'll hurt bigger outlets. I don't agree with the MLB salary cap shit. I think it's stupid.
No, no.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, but it's
because
always
because
go ahead.
people look at it in the NBA, NHL, and NFL. Okay, it's very different. Yeah, the salary cap in the NFL keeps on going up every season because of the TV deals and advertisers that pay into the product.
Right,
So that's the same thing for the NBA, which is why you have these large contract extensions or new contracts because of the TV deals and advertisers that pay into the product to ensure to see what they get what profits they get out of this NFL product.
right.
So so basically a salary cap is good for that, but not for MLB. Get the hell out of here. Talk about some salary cap for I don't want
I
to hear
heard that. I heard that being thrown around. I'm like,
Bryce,
I like
Bryce
you
Harper.
ask for what you ask
Bryce
for.
Harper. Bryce Harper is one of them that's trying to. Bryce, do you understand what you about to do?
Well, Bryce
Shout
Harper
out to
doesn't
Bryce Harper.
understand. He's
Whatever.
making 100 and something million. You shouldn't be even talking.
No, Manny Machado. You think Manny Machado want to give away that money right now? Please stop. Salary cap. Okay, go to bed. Go to bed, y'all. Go to bed. Stop smoking. Stop smoking the weed right now.
Oh, by the way, did you see? I don't know if you've seen this over the weekend. I'll talk about it here on the show. It's more politics, but it's funny. the Democrats account was absolutely funny all the weekend long, all week. Whoever's running that account has spoken out, and she says she doesn't give a shit. She's gonna speak the way she wants to speak. It doesn't matter. She's a young woman
Good.
too, and she said, "I'm just gonna speak the way I want. I took the gloves off. I don't care. I don't give
What
two
she what she
shits."
was she was speaking about of an array of topics.
She was speaking on Stephen Miller.
Stephen who?
Stephen Miller.
Stephen A.
Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, because
Uh,
if you guys haven't seen the feud, that shit was hilarious. That thing was a piece of art. Like the trolling on the Democrats account was hilarious towards him, and he was losing it.
bro, did you
He was
bro, did
losing
you
his
okay,
mind.
so there's the trolling of the Democrats account, but also Iran goes Iran makes the Iranian like makeup of them putting Lego animation. You see that, right?
Yes, I have. I've seen a lot of the trolling
Bro,
towards this man, and it's hilarious.
ah, it, it is so
I
hilarious. It's serious.
I'll be honest with you guys. I love good trolling on the internet, man. I do.
Oh yeah, and the people listen, and they're so pissed off of that type of trolling with the Legos and all that. It's just saying, listen,
And I was trying to tell people. I was trying to tell people the person that's running the Democrats account is probably a young person that actually doesn't give a shit. And you know
no,
what? It is a young woman that's running the account that does not give a shit. And she
there
actually
you
said
go.
she was on everything. I think she was also on Bill Maher. She didn't give a shit. She literally said, "I'm gonna say what I want to say. I had a little fun, and that's the whole point of social media." And I was like, you know what? Cool. I want
I
more
like
of
you.
that. That's what I want. I want more. Like when Galvin's doing it and a bunch of others are doing it, I like that.
Mhm.
That's how it should be. I think we should be able to play with our food and not have to be so professional all the time. I wish more and more
See,
I wish more and more politicians would be that way.
and stop threatening athletes as well, because I don't like what these media personnel are threatening athletes who make more money than them do. Yeah,
Let me
you
be
may have
real.
a bigger
Let me
plot.
be real. Let me be real. So, I have something to say on that. I saw the reports this week going and I'm going to go this way and so disclaimer time, please don't get offended. I find it
Mhm.
appalling to me how we're allowing performance enhancement drugs. Don Jr. is promoting the idea of it's okay to take performance enhancing drugs, right? Right? It's
Mhm.
okay for like Sinner and others to cheat the game.
Oh,
Get ready for this. Get ready for my opinion. I'm going to go in the controversial section. Here it is. I find it egregious to me, but you're saying transgender women or men that are women cannot be in sport, but it's okay for men to take steroids? And leagues should open up the idea of this, and you're going to pass bills to make that happen? Please tell me the logic on that. Because to me, if it
after
was go ahead.
after every after everything that you all have done to clean up the whole steroid situation in baseball and track and field from back in the day, because I remember the shit. You now you want to bring it back after 25 years? Oh, Victor Conti has passed away, but we can make our own steroids that could make sure they could take it
No,
and
they were
everybody
no. They were
can keep
saying
the game.
no. What Don Jr. was basically saying was the Orange Man's second son or whatever was saying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sports athletes should have the right to take steroids.
Are you stupid? Play the drop. Play the drop, please.
I mean,
Drop,
what?
please.
What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean, sit down.
Go read the articles on
Are
that.
you stupid?
He
Are
literally
you, I
said in an
know.
interview that he wants the
I,
performance
he,
enhancement drugs back in the sports.
You stupid right now.
And this
The
is the
sports
same
are
guy. This is the same guy that said trans athletes should not be in any type of sports. It's wrong. But okay,
okay.
if that's the problem, here I've always said this. If that's the problem, then make a league for them. Make money off this. We are so into capitalism in this country. Make a league. We've done it
Make
with
it lose.
flag football. We've done it with over-sexualizing women to the point of no return on the, what was that, the Bras and Panty Tackle Football League? And it's still
Yeah.
going to this day, and we're still capitalizing on that shit? Come on now, they can make so much
let,
money, and I would watch
so,
it personally.
so let me get this. So let me get this straight. Don Jr. Yeah, I read the reports. So steroids is so good that the last 25 years, y'all said baseball shouldn't be thriving without steroids or track and field because it was prevalent there, or the NFL before Pete Rozelle and Paul Tagliabue had to clean that up. That what y'all tried to clean that up. Oh, world records that were broken, you took it away. Home run records doesn't count. Barry
Then we
Bonds,
might as just, and I'm
Mark
gonna say this to
McGuire.
Don. I'm gonna say
So,
this to
so
Don Jr. all day long. You ready for it? Then we might as just keep
hmm
allowing Tyler Staggs all over the place. We might as just start doing that open season. Why
yeah,
not? Start giving
listen,
painkillers
listen.
to everybody.
And I don't want to hear from Don Jr. talking. Oh yeah, we should have steroids in
You
sports
know
now.
who else is
Listen,
promoting that, right? Dana White.
message to message to track and field athletes. You are producing very well on the track. You don't need it. Don't listen to these people. I'm talking to
Well,
my track and
here's what
field
I don't understand. Here's what I don't
contemporaries.
understand. You're willing to crucify certain groups of people and say they're banned, but you're saying it's okay to take steroids. I just don't get it. You're saying it's bad one way, and then you want to go the reverse and do the bad the other way.
I'm
Make that
gonna
make
say this. A
sense.
lot of when that comes out, a lot of people ain't gonna be taking it because listen, records are broke. Records are being broken now without it. Why would you need it? Why would you need it at the moment? You don't need
Well,
it.
it's like people trying to get different types of technology of bats in the MLB, which I agree with that to an extent.
I okay.
I think there needs to be a better bat in the world of things. I do agree with some base like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I've been watching videos on baseball bats. I've been kind of people can laugh at me. When I'm on YouTube, now I'm divulging in like home run and these channels that do baseball stuff with bats and cheap stuff on Amazon, and I'm like I kind of agree with, a lot of it. Like some of these bats are not as bad as they make them out to be. The MLB does to an extent.
No,
I think I'm not saying let's go to metal bats in baseball. I'm just saying in the MLB side, I'm saying like a composite bat is not that bad. I've heard that like I was watching they weigh the same. I wouldn't care. Like I just, I heard like baseball players are kind of asking for like different technology of bats for safety of hands and so they don't
which is a
split
good, which is, yeah, which is a
as
good
much.
thing. Yeah,
But the whole steroid
yeah.
thing, I was going to talk about this anyway on the show. I had it as a topic. I was like, this shit's whack. You're not allowing
It is.
one thing. You're saying this is so bad on one side, and we should capitalize on this. I'm sorry. We should capitalize on this. We've done it with the WNBA. We should do it now. I don't have a problem with different athletes wanting to be part of sport, but let's make a league for them. Let's capitalize on it. Let's put I just don't get America. Like we should be capitalizing on that. We're so willing to put TV ads and run shit on it. Why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we emphasize it? I don't understand that. I'm for everybody. Come on now. Make
Me too.
money.
True.
But they won't because
So,
there's a lot of groups that are insensitive. It's just the way it goes.
so, so we got what's the conference finals? Game seven
Oh,
tonight. Between
that's an over series. Now with their top guy being hurt for the OKC Thunder, at this point
Jay.
it's the Spurs to lose.
Mm, wow.
That's the Spurs
I
to lose.
mean, okay.
And I don't want to hear
And
all
that,
the NBA referees fucked over the OKC Thunder. No, the Thunder are beginning the refs in their laps for I don't know, for a while. So it's time
yeah, for a
for
while.
them. It's time for them to have their own medicine back. And I think the Spurs want
Because
it more.
yeah, because this is going to be the second Game 7 that's going to be on NBC. The first one of the playoffs I'm talking about. The first one they had was Game 7 in the first round between Boston and Philly.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I do also see the Knicks would want to have OKC instead. I could see that too. If I had to pick the
Listen, right
two,
right now, like I'm gonna
well, you're a Knicks
like I
fan. Who?
said,
What team do you want more?
uh, I already told. Listen, I'm gonna play it off like I did during the previous times when it was Boston, Philly, or Detroit, Cleveland. Right now, you have to be prepared for whoever is gonna come your way. Is whoever's gonna come your way. Should it be if it's gonna be OKC Thunder? Okay, you're prepared for them. If it's gonna be the San Antonio Spurs, you're prepared for them. Either way, you play who is
I
on this
honestly think the Knicks
who
have
is in front of
I'm gonna
you.
say this bottom line. I think you guys have the best defense right now. I don't think. I think you're an unbeatable machine. I think whoever you go against, it's gonna be interesting because I could see you guys sweeping again. That's how
Yeah,
dangerous you
because
guys are.
here's the thing. Because here's the thing. People get caught up like, oh, well, the Thunder this or the Thunder that or the Spurs this, Spurs. It's like
I watched
at
your
this
team
point,
the last 3 series, the last three. I've seen you guys expose some teams, and your defenses is unmatchable. I just think your
listen,
team's on a whole different level right now compared to the rest of the league because the OKC Thunder,
look,
yeah, okay. I just
mhm,
don't see. I just don't see. I see the Spurs, but I see the Spurs also getting swept. That's just my opinion.
because here's the thing. We made Atlanta tap out to the point that the coaches came out and said, "We woke in a monster after Game 3." Yeah, you did. Okay. So next, Philly comes out. Oh, Tyrese Maxey was supposed to be the guy, and VJ Edgecombe reduced him to the point that he's saying, "Well, I didn't like how the crowd was, or Joel and be the crowd is." Oh, and by the way, after that, Daryl Morey, you're gone. Yeah, your analytics was a bunch of garbage. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Next, Cleveland. Oh, Cleveland. You and your analytics, right, Kenny Atkinson? Did you really win? Uh, did you really win? Oh wait, I hear the boat. I hear the boat
I think you
coming.
need to stop being so critical on your Knicks. I think you need to stop listening to the noise
No,
because
no,
the noise
no,
is
no, no.
just
I'm not
stupid.
listening. Listen, it's stupid because here's the problem. We had a past where we had playoff defeats and disappointments, plus 20 years of just hot garbage basketball here,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and
Okay.
and,
All right. All right.
and
All
then
right.
and then
All right. In
Mhm.
fairness,
Go
the
ahead.
Knicks were riding high on in the '90s. Come on, you guys were the
Yeah,
hottest thing since sliced bread. You didn't have to win a championship to be the hottest thing on earth. It's
people wish
unfortunately, you ran into some teams, and I know no Knicks fan wants to hear this from me. You ran into some hard teams that wanted it more,
yeah. Chicago
A-
Bulls and the Houston
and
Rockets.
you ran into a primed up Reggie Miller, a primed up Reggie
Yeah,
Miller.
and a prime and also primed Hakeem Olajuwon and a primed
You guys
Michael
got
Jeffrey
unlucky.
Jordan.
You guys got unlucky. And the other one was
Yeah,
in 2000. You ran into the starting of a dynasty when it came to the Spurs at one point.
yeah, yeah. We did it. We did that.
You guys
And then
you know
after
what
that, it was
I
just
tell Knicks fan man, you guys were very blessed for a while there to get to where you needed to be because I thought for a while there teams that you guys had I just couldn't believe you got there the way you did with those teams.
and then we had to deal with 20 years worth of jokes of And the Knicks is so garbage. They can still sell out the
Well,
Garden,
honestly,
even though you can.
all of New York was pretty bad for a while there. It wasn't just your team
Well,
that was stinking the joint.
I'm a well, at least I'm a Yankees fan, so I'll take. Listen, Yankees, we were hot. See, Yankees, we would make the playoffs every year in the 2000s until we cracked it in 2009, and then after that, it was just okay.
Okay,
Two seasons.
in 2009 when you guys won when you guys won it all like that, Alex Rodriguez was
Mhm.
on. I gotta give Alex Rodriguez credit. He was on a
Yeah,
whole different. Like he was on redemption. He was pissed
yes,
off.
he
He was
was.
fired. He was fired up.
He was. He was. And you know what? A fired up
He did
Alex
cheat, and
Rodriguez.
he did cheat the game though. He did cop out to it though.
Yeah. Well,
I will give him a pass. I will give him a pass because he did admit, him
he
and
should.
Andy Pettit did admit, yo, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you got me. Yeah, you got me. I cheated the game.
And when Andy Pettit said that, I was like, Andy, you didn't have to do that.
But Andy also did the same thing Sinner did, though. Unfortunately. Took that spray steroid shit.
Andy didn't have to do that. It was like we knew you as this Yankee coming up, the young Yankee coming up from this young boy coming from Texas coming
Yeah,
up,
yeah, I
and
know.
I'm like,
I will say,
and I'm like,
I get it. I get it.
it was like the disappointment. It was
Oh,
like
and
you
I'm
can
gonna
hear
say
now.
about tennis real quick. Uh, Sinner, you should be fined. Seriously, what you did today, like absolutely absurd. Bro
Yeah,
having
I was
cramps and then
thinking,
went back into the locker room and then came back and I'm like, why is nobody calling a penalty or suspending him for the game? He should have been automatic. He can't ask for that. Like, I'm surprised. Like the
and then I
freak.
saw Djokovic lost.
Oh, I watched that game. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I wasn't even mad. I like Djokovic, but you know what? He ran out of gas. Ran out of gas. Unfortunately,
Oh, yeah,
he just
yeah.
ran out of gas,
Listen,
and that was just the way it was.
yeah.
Um.
Right now, the French Open is like open on the men's side.
Oh yeah,
Even
now
with
it is.
Yannick Sinner, it's like, oh no, but Yannick Sinner lost.
Yeah, he lost. He was cramped up. He had to retire. He eventually just lost.
He
He
lost,
kept
and I'm
going.
like, oh, yeah.
By the way,
Well, the,
Baptiste,
the,
poor Baptiste, man. I think it's gonna be an MCL ACL injury. That shit's gnarly.
oh,
Did you not see what happened to her?
on in the French Open.
Yeah, you didn't see her injury?
I have to catch up on. I have to catch up
Yeah,
about
yeah,
tennis.
yeah. Like it
Now I
was
gotta
real.
see
Like if you
that.
watch the replay on that, you're gonna turn your head, go whoa, because
Oh,
she went to the right, and then she went over to the
hmm,
left. Then she tried to give it a. She planted her leg, and it was like Kevin Ware back in the finals, in the final four, when he went and
yeah.
turned, and you went, oh my god, and he turned his knee,
Oof.
and you can hear her scream on camera. Whatever mic they
Uh,
had,
uh,
she screamed out
ooh,
and
that's
clenching
not
her
good.
and holding her knee. And her dad, they wouldn't let her dad on the fucking ground to even look at
Are you
her.
kidding?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like,
Hey,
what are we doing? So they were putting her in an air cast, and I was like, oh fuck, this shit's serious. They blurred out. TNT was blurring out what was happening, and I went, oh, maybe a bone. Maybe it was real fucked.
yeah. No, 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 no. You got to blur that out because kids are watching too.
I was like, holy shit. When she went down, well, unfortunately, I didn't get to see it live. I got to see it through YouTube, and it was pretty bad because, somebody in my house was like,
Mm,
dude, you got to see what happened. And I was like, oh my God. Like, this shit's, I thought at first it was a joke. And so Venus is her hitting partner or something like that. So they pulled out a
hmm.
doubles. Now, coming out of Paris, I guess what was announced, Serena was on Annie Roddick's podcast, and she said she's going to give it a go. She's ready to go. She said she's in the best shape, best condition of her life, and she feels that she wants to be back. So she said that she's gonna give it a go at Wimbledon, and then she's also saying Queens. So,
Okay.
what do you think of Serena making a comeback? Do you think she has what it takes? Because she's not in the same shape she looked like. She looks, because she's on the GLP-1s and she's on the road commercials. She looks like a twig.
Yeah.
Do you think? I don't know. I'm kind of like, I told somebody in my house, like, because they were questioning I'm like, she's a spectacle. That's what this is
Now
about.
she's
It's
a
about she's a
right now.
spectacle.
Right. Right now at age 44 for her, she's a spectacle. She shouldn't even be out there. She should just stay retired. You're one of the you have the most Grand Slam titles for a woman right now.
Now,
Like
okay.
you don't.
Okay, Olga's behind her though. Olga's behind her. What's her name? Oh god.
Martina
Sabareka.
Navratilova,
Sabareka is right behind her. You know that, right?
as far as Grand Slam titles, how much she have?
I think 19. I think 19 or 20. She's not that far behind.
Whoa, Arena Sabalenka racked up. Oh yeah, but she's been
She's
around
been
for
she's
yeah,
been
she's been
killing
around.
it the last 2 years, so she's not that far behind. She's been dominating
Oh,
everything. She's pretty much
okay.
Novak Djokovic of the women's division. Because if you go there, Novak Djokovic was winning everything for a while there. There was no stopping
Yeah.
him.
Well, Djokovic to me probably will stay for around probably next year would be his last year on the court.
He don't need anything more. To be honest with you, my friend, he don't need anything more.
No,
He's
no,
already proven
nothing
it.
because he has the most Grand Slam titles of all time.
I think you're covering your mic. You wanna-
Oh, excuse me.
There
No,
you go.
no, I was saying he has the most. And I was saying with Djokovic, he has the most Grand Slam titles of all time.
Well,
So,
I'm just gonna say this: if Serena comes back, it's gonna be more to me. I want to see what she looks like in a qualifier. I want to see what she looks like leading up. Does she have the same oomph? Because what I remember of Serena before she left, that Achilles injury that she had was very devastating. Does she have
yep,
the go? That's going to be the question, because when you watch her sister at 45, it's a little bit kind of like you're watching it and you're kind of like, you should have just stayed retired.
yeah, just stay retired. Like, what are
Now,
we doing?
Serena's had some time for rest and healing and things like that. So to me, I'm just going to say
But
this. If she does well, what happens if she does well?
okay, if she does well, then
And if she does well and she keeps moving on in these rounds, she's tied. She could tie the record for the all time.
okay,
She needs one more.
okay.
I don't know why.
That's
I don't understand why she's coming back. Maybe it's boredom. I don't
It's
know.
just well, yeah, because the record is Martina Navratilova
She needs one more to tie.
to
She
tie
was one short.
Martina.
Yeah, she was one short before she
Martina,
retired the first time.
Martina,
My thing
Martina
is with
Navratilova.
Serena. Here's my thoughts on Serena. This is the way I see it as far as I'm concerned with tennis. I'm a big Serena fan. I'm willing to give this a chance to see it through. I want to see what she does. I'm curious because they showed many 44, 45-year-olds that have come out of retirement. George Foreman was one. Lindsey Vonn was the other one, but Lindsey Vonn kind of fucked up, and Lindsey Vonn's now talking about doing it again. I don't know about that, Chief.
Yeah,
Stay in retirement.
I don't know. Hmm.
Um, but as far as I'm concerned with Serena, I think Serena would be perfect. Selling tickets wise, I think for a Queen show for tennis, U.S. Open, and doing. But if she does well, this is my thing. Would she want more? If it goes well when she comes back, I don't think she's gonna get in the higher rounds, but I think she'll get close. If her body holds up, if her body holds up. Because you know who just came out of retirement recently and failed was Sloane Stephens. Sloan kind of failed, to be honest. You still here? Oh, he had to mute himself for a second.
Oh, 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 excuse me. I'm right here. I'm right here. Just had to do a little something back in the background behind the scenes. But yeah, no, but Sloan Stevens, you said came back, and
She got
I
bounced
would
out
I
real
would
quick.
say, yeah, yeah. But see, for Djokovic right now, he doesn't have anything else to prove. That's it. Right now, it's just him to
No,
finish off
he
his
was on the
career.
side when he was getting beat today. He was on the side just smiling and going, how is it possible? He was just looking at it going, he was shaking his head just going, how is this possible? And this young
Yeah,
guy from Brazil was just getting up and getting up and getting up and getting up and getting up. And I'm like, I don't like him. I don't like Djokovic losing, but give credit to Djokovic for I give credit to Djokovic. To be honest with you,
yeah.
went over, hugged him, and wished him all the best. Whispered something in his ear, and then went on his married way. So
Of course, of course. I mean, right? Damn. Cause and what's going on with Coco Golf? How's she faring up?
she's been winning a lot. So
Okay, so good. Cause
yeah,
right now for her, she has to start kind of racking up some wins and getting
she
some Grand
dominated
Slam
actually recently. She just dominated recently, so I'm not too worried over that.
Of course, of course. Yeah, but so on to the NHL. So now the Stanley Cup Finals are set. What do you think about that between the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights?
It's the Golden Knights to lose.
Yeah, because listen, like I said, after Game Six in the second,
Cody
after
Rhodes
Game Six,
writes this. Cody Rhodes says this. Cody Rhodes doesn't think WWE retirement should be permanent.
eh?
That's what Cody Rhodes says.
Okay, and what is he talking? And what is he saying this in regards to?
Let's see here. Let me read this real quick. He says, I want to get back to 90 styles retirements where we say we're retired and then we're not. I think Brock has started that way. Terry Funk retired for 20 years. Ric Flair retired a bunch. And then Randy Savage kept retiring. I'm good with if it were not doing big, absolute, definite retirements anymore. Just to say I'm thinking a break or taking a break. Wow.
Okay,
And then somebody down in the
so
comment section, Cody's a fucking idiot. Down in the
but
on the what is this wrestling side news? Yeah,
yeah, so okay, Cody. Brock never said he was retiring. He never said anything of that nature.
he
So
just
how
did
are
it.
you? Yeah, he just did it. How is it that you're fitting in Brock listening to this when Brock has not even said anything about it since WrestleMania?
So what is Jacob Fatu hurt with? Do we know?
I saw something of that nature, and I'm like, what? Oh, 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 no! What? I was like, what was he really hurt with? I have to check this out.
Because they're saying WWE's looking at pivoting. According to
And that's not
PW Insider, Fatu was legitimately hurt during WWE live event in Liverpool. After his match, Solo Sikoa had already been limping backstage following the Liverpool street fight. But now its report states that the injury it was just not a routine selling. It was noted that Fatu was seen limping going to the back after the match. And there is still not clear word, rather his upcoming Clash in Italy match will be affected.
oh shit.
So and
Okay.
WWE's been said here. Here's another article. WWE's set to pivot from Jacob Fatu if the injury is really bad.
Yeah, I see it right here. I see it right here. It says key details the match. Okay. So it says it's occurred causes significant injury stir before the scheduled match. Okay, yeah, Mike Johnson wrote that, and then upcoming schedule concerns this potential injury comes at a critical time for the Bloodline storyline. Fatu is currently scheduled to face Roman Reigns in a highly anticipated tribal combat match for the World Heavyweight title at WWE's Clash in Italy. WWE has yet to release an official medical update on his status for the upcoming PLE. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't set him back too much. All right, guys.
No,
Here's what we're gonna
but then
do.
but then
We're gonna get into the home stretch here on the show. Because we've talked a lot of topics. Ronda Rousey addressing possibilities of wrestling in AEW. Um,
yes,
let's see here. Um, as far as I'm concerned with hockey, I'm all about the Vegas Golden Knights at this point. I mean, they're the team that's been on fire. I feel the same way about the Knicks. I think the Knicks it's destiny for them at this point. I think
true. And
If the Knicks do not win, it'll be devastating. I think it'll be right now. It's championship or bust for them. I don't care what Stephen A. Smith says. I don't care what all these curmudgeons have to say. Knicks feel that it's now or never, and it's their destiny. And at this point, I think their defense is too good. Um, I honestly think Townsend is playing for is playing for his life. I just believe this. He's playing for a contract. He's playing for the belief of New York. I think everybody has doubted him, and I think it's his time. I think it's Brunson's time. Brunson came here for this reason. He came and made the belief happen for you guys, and I think it's the Knicks to lose. And if the Knicks
that
lose,
is what
then that'll be
and
catastrophic
that
for every New York fan.
and that is why for me things are different. I don't have to worry about looking back at 1970s and well, we won our two championships there or the 1990s. And listen, this thing has been built different for the past 7 years. Now we're here. Now we are here. Let's make it happen. That's all. Stay within yourselves, and we'll be ready to listen. Once we find out who we're facing, then you just get ready for that, and away we go.
I will tell you this: it's either you guys win or bust, and at this point, that's the way I see it. And you got too many people. You got too many people. 27 years. 27 years. A lot of people are like, it kind of reminds me of when the Boston Red Sox were trying so hard to win, and their fan base really wanted it so badly. And I remember the first time they tried it and they lost, and I remember like how many people were crying in the audience.
True,
It's real.
true.
Same with the Chicago Cubs when they won it. How many people took that? Like how many Chicago fans were crying? Like I think
Yeah,
if the Knicks win, I think you're gonna see a lot of grown ass men and a lot of grown ass women cry
oh
because
yeah, yeah. Well,
I think it's bigger than New York. I think it's bigger at this point than people think. I think the Knicks have been in a drought and they really want to win and they've been trying so hard. And you guys have put up some stinkers over the past, I would say, 10 years. You guys have put some stinkers out. But I knew when you brought Brunson in and I knew you started building around him and you brought the right general manager and president involved, I knew that was going to
you're on the
change
rules.
real quick. Because what do I know about
So
those guys? Those guys want to win. It starts from the
that's it.
top. I didn't think Tom Thibodeau, and I know I've been saying this. I wish Tom Thibodeau had another chance at it. I think he's going to be kicking himself if you guys do win a championship, not with him there. But I honestly think
Yeah.
Mike Brown was perfect in that situation to replace. I think he's restored what a winning championship team should be. He brought that energy from Golden State.
Yes.
And I think
And don't forget,
he wants to win. I think that too.
and don't. Mhm. Yeah, he does. He does, and he's willing to listen to what do they always say? Cooperation.
Right. Well,
That- So he was.
also too, if you go there too, I also think that Mike Brown has been there so many times. I remember when he was there with LeBron and got swept. And he's been
Yes.
so close to it. And I think now it's the perfect time to do it. I think if the Knicks do it right and they win and then keep the same nucleus and they put maybe some other pieces around that too that want to be there, I think you're going to be fine. I think the Knicks are going to win it. I do. I have this belief. And I also think you're going to get
I think.
Giannis behind it too. I do. I think you
Wow.
guys are going to get blessed with a Giannis behind that too. I just have this weird feeling with
Yeah,
that one.
but yeah, Giannis is always. But see, the thing is, it's got to fit because Giannis. Sometimes, okay, you bring Giannis in. Jalen Brunson is already ball dominant. Giannis is also ball dominant. You're
Yeah,
gonna have a challenge
but
that
unfortunately, you're gonna get rid of Towns out of that though. That's gonna be the unfortunate part. That's your
I don't
unfortunate
know.
part.
I'm
I
looking at
think
that and
Giannis, in
saying,
my opinion, I think Giannis is destined for Miami. I just believe that. I think Miami sets him
you
up perfectly. I think they got enough capital there to have him have him sign a new contract, and I also do believe that they have enough. I think they have enough young talent that they could trade away to get him.
true.
I also think Golden State, if
Well,
they want to run 3 old guys again, because Giannis is 2 years away from his prime being over.
yep.
Because Giannis is
But you got
30.
Jimmy 30. Damn. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. You got the Giannis situation, the LeBron situation, the Cavs trying to see what they can do, the Pistons, the you, the the Nuggets trying to see what they can do as well. So it's gonna be an interesting off season.
You know, and here's another talent. You know who could be a wild card? And I didn't think about this in a lot of ways. Hold on. Due to her appearance. Oh, okay. Here's some things that I don't understand with AEW, right? You have Maki Ito,
Mhm.
right? Show up in AEW a long while ago. I wish she would be back in
Okay.
AEW. I liked her in AEW. I did like Maki Ito. I thought she was a great troll wrestler for AEW. And she's kind of changed her
Yes.
whole gimmick. And where's Riho? That's the other thing. What happened to Riho?
I was asking too. So hey, where is she?
Right? That's been my other question. Like, where the hell has Riho been?
Yeah. Rio comes back and then all of a sudden she disappears.
Well, I think it's been because of visas. I think that's what that's been.
Oh yeah. Visas too. Yeah, from the whole Trump administration and all that shit too.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. As always, I just want to say if you're on the YouTube side, thank you guys for stopping in and watching. Smooth's getting a little tired. I can hear that. And
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get out of here. No, I'm probably gonna stream some more. And then I'll probably go to bed. Or I'll just relax, or I'll just go raid somebody. But another report too, I want to let you guys know. Evil Uno did announce that do not expect another AEW wrestling game for a while. They did say this, that
Okay.
don't expect it for a while. That's a little disappointing to me because I did like the AEW wrestling game, even though it was not that great. I thought it was a good first attempt. and that was my personal opinion.
Okay.
So I did play it religiously. I know it wasn't everybody's favorite game in the world. And that also set the trend on this very channel for me to be called an AEW tribalist and the godfather of
Cool.
being an AEW fanboy. I had my own club for a while, and I did call it the Rev Sauce Club, the AEW Rev Sauce Club. I did call it for a while because everybody called me an AEW fanboy for a while and made fun of me for it. But I was trying to give
But hey,
AEW a chance with their video game. All right, I was allowed to feel I wanted to feel like when it came to their game. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys as always.
yeah,
Um, I'm probably gonna take a little break, probably take a quick nap, be back to streaming. You guys know this. It's Saturday. Collision. I don't think I'm gonna be watching Collision. I'm probably gonna focus on stream today, on my streaming stuff.
yeah.
And
For me, as for me, I'll be I'll be looking in as a independent basketball observer at Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals between the Thunder and Spurs. Probably have probably have on a little. I would watch, and I will watch Collision on replay because I don't know.
well, you have fun with that today, my friend. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be catching up with all you beautiful people. Streaming platform. I'll probably just stream to Twitch. I've been kind of doing the multi-stream thing for a little bit. I'm gonna kind of take a break. I having too many chats. I just want one to focus on. So I'll be on Twitch all tomorrow, building up the community and stuff like that. As far as review stuff, um, expect something on Monday. I think we're gonna keep the same schedule. Just expect something Monday.
Yes,
Um, if we're not talking WWE, we'll do something. We'll do something. I'm thinking of throwing in the mix. I'm thinking maybe if we're covering AEW Dynamite more often, and that's going to be our A show that we cover here over the WWE stuff. I'm not done with WWE. I'm. It's going to be wait and see. I
same
know
here.
I know there's Clash in Italy, and I know you guys are going to want me to cover that. I don't want to cover that. We'll talk about it maybe on a Monday. We'll talk about it. But as far as I'm concerned with WWE stuff, I'm not gonna stop covering WWE. I'm just gonna talk about it like days after. You know, I'll probably throw it up with a Raw at the same moment. Um, but
That's
um,
it.
but Thursday for sure. We'll do. I think I'll start covering Ring of Honor more often. I'll throw Ring of Honor into the mix.
Yes.
Um,
And
yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday. I'll probably throw in a mix match because I'll probably start watching JCW a little bit. I'm thinking about
of
it.
course,
Watch a little bit more. And then now, since MLW is doing stuff on Saturdays, I'll probably start watching that more often now. Just to throw it in. I want to throw 2 new shows into the mix because if I'm stopping to watch WWE for a little bit, or take a break, I'll probably throw those shows into the mix and do maybe like something on Sunday when there's not a pay-per-view or something late Saturday night with Smooth. If he's not busy, we'll
true.
watch some I'll watch some MLW. If you're not, I'll just do a review of MLW off to the side. It's
Uh,
no biggie.
Hey, listen. I know I've been feeling MLW, so not a problem with me.
Cause MLW, I've been really kind of just having my eyeballs on it for a while, and I've kind of tuned in,
Hmm.
kind of not, and it'll give something different. If I'm not going to cover WWE or I'm taking a break from it, I'm not giving up on them. If there's something good in WWE land, I'll talk about it. But I'm kind of just
Of,
like, if these storylines are the way I feel is this: if the storylines are not going to be good, why am I reviewing it? If I'm
that's
not
it.
feeling, if I'm not giving you 100% of me, there's a problem. And I want to give you 100% of me, and I can give you that with AEW for sure. My brain's there.
Mm.
I'm locked in on that. Like,
And I've been locked on with MLPW.
oh yeah, for sure. That's happening in this summer. In fact, I'll be covering that for sure. I'll be watching it
Yep,
live as
yep,
it
yep,
happens. I'll have to
yep.
catch it somewhere because I don't have TSN here, but I'll have to go find it somewhere and watch it for sure. But that's what I'll be doing going forward. Unless, and I will say, if there's a big WWE event like SummerSlam or something really cool, okay, cool. I'll be there to watch it. I'm not giving up on WWE. I'm just kind of bored. They've left me going, I'm bored. Give me something that's relevant. And Brock Lesnar and Uma Femi is not doing it for me. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry for that
Nope.
comment there. It's just not doing it for me.
No.
And
And don't give us. Well, Jade is gonna do a great match with Rhea Ripley. Not happening.
yeah. Oh, and by the way, guys, I am back to a full-time schedule doing this stuff. So, way it breaks down is I'll be streaming, I'll be watching wrestling as I stream, and then I'll be reviewing, and then probably going to bed at that point. But that's what we're doing around here. Again, make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Officially, finally, I am not lazy. Smooth stuff is down below in the description. His @signs are there. You can go find him on the platforms. I have his stuff there for you guys in this on YouTube side. You guys got it there. It'll be there every time I go live. It'll be there every moment that now it's official there. So, yeah, make sure to support Smooth on what his journeys are. I know I've told him that he should get a different hobby instead of worrying so much in the weeds about shit. He should just go set up and
Yeah,
start game streaming.
that's what you told me.
Take the
And I'm
energy
looking.
and put it into like maybe like a Twitch stream or a Kick stream or something of the
Oh
range.
yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm looking in towards that. I'll be like the Jalen Brown.
Be like JD from New
Listen,
York, have a hat on, and just start shitting on everybody.
nah, nah, nah. Listen, Jalen. Listen, hey Jalen. Listen, shout out to Jalen Brown, man, fighting back.
Well,
That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
fun fact, give it to Kwame Brown for telling it like it is about all these people.
Oh yeah, and Kwame Brown too. Kwame Brown said, "Yo, you coming after this man where you are a gatekeeper." I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Yep, Kwame Brown, you're right."
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid, and I'm gonna get out of here officially. I'm kind of feeling like after 12 hours of streaming, I kind of want to go sit and my ass in a different chair for a little bit. So I'm gonna hand you over to Kitty, and I am gonna be out of here. I want to say thank you to everybody, Smooth, for hanging out with me. We had fun for a good 4 hours, a good 3 hours. As always, we're gonna cover different wrestling stuff. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, I will see you guys later on, next couple hours. See ya.